Welcome to the Absolute Roofing Repmo Basketball pregame show from Republic Tiger Sports. We'll look ahead at tonight's matchup and get you ready for tonight's game. And now, the Absolute Roofing Repmo Basketball pregame show.
Coach Tim Brown alongside as we discuss Kickapoo and the upcoming state sectional game. And for Drury, a couple of ties with the Republic program going back to Drury. There's your tie there, and then there's also Brock Smith, who will be headed there next year. So thoughts on that?
You know, I think it's anytime you're able, obviously you're playing this time of year, it's special anyways, but I think it's obviously something that has to be special and cool for Brock and his family and hopefully for our teammates. You know, I think everybody's proud and happy for him, the kind of teammate he is and the kind of person he is, and to get to go play a game on his future home court with him will be special for all of us, because I know there'll be a lot of people that will hopefully follow him in his career as well as his teammates. So glad that we get to do it at Drury and watch him play, but he's still wearing an Orange Republic jersey because he's meant so much to our program. So feel like that's pretty neat and special, and I feel like if we're able to go out and take care of business and do the things that we want to do, we can make it even a little more special.
And Kickapoo is a team that has a great record and obviously one of the powers around here. How do you prepare for that? And has Republic gotten to the point, I think I know the answer to this, where Kickapoo, the name Kickapoo, is not as intimidating as it maybe it once was for players wearing the orange and black? You know,
I think that's probably a fair assessment. We have a lot of respect for Kickapoo. You know, you look at the history and tradition of their program. They've had a lot of really good players, and anybody playing this time of year and have won their district, they're a pretty good program. And so we have the utmost respect for them, but we also have a very proud program as well. And that's something that we talked about was, you know, let's go out and let's just stack it up and see how things work out. You know, we're both programs that have done. You look at the last 10 years, and I've only been a part of it for one, but this program has a lot to be proud of in itself. It stands on its own 2 feet whenever you talk about the dominant programs in our state and our area with what Coach Stanfield did in his time here, and then what Coach Fisher was able to do and take it to a completely another level that he did. And so we've got a lot to be proud of, and I've embraced it as a coach, and I know all these kids grew up watching and being a part of some of those special things that Coach Fisher was able to take his program to do. And so, you know, I think our kids are excited, and I think, you know, if we're able to come out and execute, it could be a really fun game.
What do you expect from Kickapoo? What do they throw at you that you might have challenges with?
They're a team that's very perimeter-oriented. You know, you look at some of the games that we've played, some of the teams that we've played here of late having a game plan. We've had a game plan for guys that kind of isolate in the post, maybe not necessarily just post guys, but having to kind of offer double teams and help guys isolated in there that can kind of play all over the floor. They're going to be a team that we have to protect the three-point line. They shoot a lot of three-pointers. They get out in transition, and they shoot it early and often, and they have a lot of guys that can make them. So we're going to have to extend our closeouts a little bit. Something we talk a lot about is our closeouts and having to change them up from game to game. And we're going to have to find that three-point line and maybe a little bit further with some of those kids because, like I said, they play very freely, and they have a lot of guys that have a green light that can shoot the basketball. And so we're going to have to get out there and contest those, and then we're going to have to take care of the basketball. You know, I know that they want to get up and down, and they want it to be a game that's, we call it the racetrack, and be in transition. And obviously we want it to be a half-court game. So teams that have the ability to play in the racetrack and play up and down, you always have to be prepared for them to try to speed you up on the defensive end, and us be able to handle pressure and do the things that we want to offensively.
You've talked a lot about when there are teams that are trying to speed you up, it's not necessarily the turnovers, but then they make you rush a shot. Is that something you're talking to the guys about as you prepare for this one?
Oh, definitely. You know, and, you know, I think we had, you know, you look back to the Joplin game, you know, we had 6 turnovers on the game, which is pretty good. You think about how athletic of a roster they had. You know, we had 3 of those turnovers were in the fourth quarter. You know, and I think that's what a lot of people remember. You know, against Willard the other night, we had 12 turnovers, which is not bad for a game, and I think 6 of those were in the fourth quarter. So I think, you know, we do a pretty good job when you look at the first 3 quarters when we're able to attack and we're able to get to spots and play. We've kind of found a struggle how to play that way with a lead. That's kind of when we've gotten sped up and you're not really attacking and shooting shots as much. You're kind of just playing catch a little bit, and you got to understand too, fatigue and nerves and all those things play into that in the fourth quarter too. But we're not scared. We've got guys that know how to do it. We got guys that know how to win, and we regroup in those moments, and our guys find a way to hunker down and do what we have to do to win. So we're definitely prepared for that, and just going to keep doing what we're doing. We feel like we're doing some pretty good things right now.
Does this round feel different? It always, to me, districts are districts, but then you get past that and it starts to get real.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think it's really neat and special that this game is going to feel probably a little different than most sectional games, just because you have the same two schools on the boy and girl side too. So hopefully both schools will rally the troops and get kids in the stands and fans to come support those schools and communities and make it feel a little more like a regular game. But this time of year you got two good programs that are very proud, like we talked about, historically proud and proud of their teams right now. So it's going to be like a lot of games we've played this year. I think it's going to come down to the wire, and let's hope that our guys have a little more in the tank than they do.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Mid-Missouri Bank is proud to support Republic Athletics. Bank better with Mid-Missouri Bank at our Republic location or on the go with our free mobile apps and easy online banking. Even get your Tiger Athletics Mid-Missouri Bank debit card with no wait at any of our 14 locations. Mid-Missouri Bank. Live, work, play, bank. And of course, go Tigers! Mid-Missouri Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Jack Shack, Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack, custom t-shirts, polos and caps. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Printing and stitching, hey, that's our knack. Coffee mugs, pins, frisbees and more. Cracker Jack Shack, your promotional store. Creative ideas, and that's a fact. Always on time and right on track. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Cracker Jack Shack.
I love winter. My favorite days are days that snow so much you need a truck to get around. This is Chance, and I'm taking a stance. If you buy a truck, it will snow. Do it for the children who love snow just like me. But trucks are good for more than just snowy weather. Ask my family at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic. Find new roads in Republic or online at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pinnaker every time.
Sometimes you don't know you need a doctor until you need one right away. Meet the team at Cox Health Orthopedic and Sports Injury Walk-In Clinic. Our experts can treat fractures, sprains, dislocations, and other action-related injuries in all ages. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30 with no appointment needed. Call 417-875-3800 for more information.
Well, welcome to Republic Tigers Sports and Republic Tigers and Lady Tigers basketball from the state sectionals. It'll be a doubleheader, Republic against Kickapoo, starting with the boys in about 4 minutes and then followed by the girls in a rematch of a couple of games earlier this year. And it should be a good one. The Republic student section is about 2/3 filled up, I would estimate. The Kickapoo student section is slowly filling up over there as well. And a couple of the best teams and most storied programs in Southwest Missouri square off for a trip to the state quarterfinals tonight. Good evening, I'm David Brazil, and I'm joined tonight by special guest analyst Dustin Baldwin, who volunteered to come in and help out. And thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good to be here.
So it's you've got some of these guys in class, I would assume, or you see them around school. What has the mood been, both with the Tigers and the Lady Tigers, coming into this game and early this week?
Absolutely. You know, a lot of the guys I have in class, you know, I only have a few of the girls in my 1P class, but in weights I have most of the male players, and you know, they've been giddy and excited just the last 2 weeks really since district started, so they're ready to go tonight.
Well, it should be fun, and this is a Kickapoo team that is good and has a great record at 21-4, and of course coached by Mitch McHenry, who's got ties to Republic. Republic coached by Tim Brown at 22-6, but neither one of these teams exactly cruised through districts. Republic beat Joplin by 3, 51-48, and then beat Willard by 4, and that score was 63-59. But then you look at Kickapoo, they only beat Branson by 8, and then they beat Nixa by 3, and it was a three-pointer at the buzzer by Anton Brookshire that won it for them. So they didn't have a cakewalk.
Yeah, Nixa actually led that game by 5 with 58 seconds to go, and Kickapoo hit some shots and made a big one at the end.
It'll be interesting to see how this one unfolds. In talking to Tim Brown, and you might have heard that as part of the pregame, just the last couple of weeks, he seems pretty confident in the way his team is playing, and a lot of times, you know how coaches are. Sometimes they are not exactly forthright about how confident they are. But, you know, I got the impression that he's pretty confident, not in the fake way, like I got confidence in my guys, but I feel like he thinks they've got a pretty good shot tonight, and I'm sure Kickapoo feels the same, but I feel like Tim Brown just has the impression his team is playing very well right now.
Yeah, for good reason. He should be confident. They've I don't think they've lost in 7 weeks now, and I don't know how many games that is, but they've played really well. Our kids are playing as a team, and they play together so well, and they believe in one another, and they've had a great year.
Last loss was to Springfield Catholic, and that was just part of a bad stretch. They lost 3 straight, but then they haven't lost since then.
Right, yeah. Been playing really well the last 9 or 7 weeks, and you know, we win a lot of close games. we were able to do things right in the fourth quarter, and the things it takes to win games and close games, and you know, our kids have kind of mastered that, you know, what it takes to win those close games, whether it be taking care of the ball or making free throws or whatever it might be.
Teams out on the court and lining up, and I think we're going to have the national anthem. Everybody was looking at the wall behind us, and we're trying to figure out where it is. The flag's up above the scoreboard. So here pretty soon we're going to have the national anthem. I'm afraid to stop talking, because if I do and they're playing music, YouTube shuts us down. They think we're going to make some kind of a concert online, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, we'll just let Rick Jester, the PA announcer, take over and lead us into the national anthem.
Fans are reminded that the purpose of this contest is to promote the educational mission of these 2 schools. Please do your part by representing your community and your school in a positive fashion and displaying good sportsmanship toward officials, players, coaches, and other fans during the game. Please respect those sitting around you at all times and enjoy tonight's game. This sectional game will feature the Kickapoo Chiefs and the Republic Tigers. Before we begin with the starting lineups, let's all rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Let's honor this great country of ours with our national anthem.
just about ready to go. And as I mentioned, Kickapoo is coached by Mitch McHenry, a 21-4 record. They have losses, notable losses, a couple of Arkansas schools early, and then losses to West Plains, dropped them into a tie for the Ozark Conference Championship, and also to Ozark. They actually split with Ozark this season, just as Republic did. Republic and Tim Brown, 22-6, beat Joplin and Willard coming in. The last time these two teams met was the Bass Pro Shops Tournament of Champions back in 2017, and that was a 64-61 victory for Kickapoo. That was close all the way. Republic had an opportunity last possession to come in and tie it, but the shot, I think, if I'm remembering right, was by Trayton Rackley and was off the mark. Kickapoo averaging 62 points a game this season, Republic averaging 59. Kickapoo allowing an average of 54 points a game, and Republic allowing an average of 50. Starting lineups for Republic, the 5 you're accustomed to seeing. Race Looney at point guard, 8.3 points a game. A 6-foot junior, Drew McMillan, 13.7 points a game. He's a 5'9 sophomore guard. Trent Rackley, who's heated up the last couple of games, averaging 7.6. He's a 6'2 senior guard. Jaden Duvall, a 5'10 senior, and Brock Smith, averaging about 18 points a game, 6'4, and a senior. For Kickapoo, Anton Brookshire, he hit the game winner against Nixa to get Kickapoo into this round. David Sen, a 6'8 senior. Micah McIntyre, a junior at 6'1. Elijah Bridgers, a junior at 6 foot. And Tanner Edding, a 6'1 senior. So it's Brookshire, Sen, McIntyre, Bridgers, and Edding for Kickapoo. Looney, Rackley, McMillan, Duvall, and Smith for Republic. You've coached in these kinds of games. What's it like as a coach to come into a big playoff game like this?
I think, getting to this point, it's just kind of business as usual. Once you get past, usually it's a good crowd, good atmosphere, and then the game starts, and it's just like any other game. You're concentrating on putting your kids in the best position to win and be successful.
I asked, I think it was Chris Flood after their district win, whether he can have fun coaching those kinds of games. Can you have fun when you're in
absolutely. And, when it's going good, it's a ton of fun. And when it's close, it's, a grind and part of it. But that's what makes sports so fun. And just it's part being in these atmospheres, if you do happen to lose, it stinks. But just being in them and getting to this point is a great accomplishment. And the games like this are super fun.
And that's kind of Chris Flood's attitude was once you get past district, you can kind of relax a little bit. Tip is up and controlled by Kickapoo, and they'll be coming towards the camera here in the first half. Republic opens up in a man-to-man defense. Down on the block to Sen, and he missed the shot. Good defense by Brock Smith, and that'll be key, keeping him under control down low.
Yeah, good contest. He's a big kid, 6'8", broad-shouldered kid.
Man-to-man defense at the other end by Kickapoo. Let's see how Republic challenges that. Cross-court pass by Duvall to Looney. Takes it top of the key, and now Smith's wide open for a long three, and he banged it home, and it's 3-0 Republic.
Great start. One thing I noticed on the first possession is Kickapoo put the Sin player, the large post player on Jaden Duvall, so that'll be something, and put him in the lane to play defense, so that'll be something to watch.
Yep. And a travel at the other end, the extra step taken by Elijah Bridgers. And it's 3-0 Republic early, and they get the ball back. Boy, I am surprised by how few Kickapoo students are here. Just maybe 6 rows.
We're 2-1. I see. Should see a lot of pressure tonight. I think we've struggled a little bit the last couple games towards the end of the game when we've gotten pressure from Joplin and Willard. So see how we handle that. Great skip.
Rackley, great find, as you mentioned, to find him open. So a 6-0 lead for the Tigers.
Yeah, couldn't ask for much of a better start than that. Two of our 3 big shooters there making threes to start the game.
6:20 left in the first quarter. And missing everything, Bridgers. Student section will have fun with that. Here comes Republic.
Rackley did a nice job contesting that 3 and good block out, and Jaden Duvall rebound.
Yeah, Duvall is just being left alone. Nobody within about 15 feet of him. They've decided to back off of him and make him step up and hit the shot, and that went a little too long. He decided to take the opening, and he's been pretty good from that mid-range, but missed that one.
Yeah, Jaden doesn't shoot a lot. I think he can. He's very good at a game, the game plan, executing the game plan.
Another travel by Kickapoo, and I wonder if maybe a little jitters by the Chiefs.
It's funny. Jaden's 5'8", 5'9", and he's guarding that kid who's 6'8".
Yeah.
And, it's amazing how many different kinds of players Jaden is able to guard during the course of a game. Really gritty player.
I mean, it's the strength that lets him do it.
Going to get Looney there.
Yep. Reached in after the ball got knocked away. Just didn't get it over the long arms of Edding. And so, turnover by Republic for the first time.
Brookshire is their biggest scorer. He's their highest volume shooter, and certainly a guy who we're going to have to guard and guard well.
And Rackley got out there and swatted that one.
So now Jaden's on Brookshire, and he was guarding their post player last possession.
Yeah, they're really switching it up. And off the back iron, no good by Edding. So Kickapoo starts off cold, and Republic has taken advantage so far with a 6-0 lead. They've scored on 2 of their 3 possessions.
You can see right away, the scouting report for Kickapoo is they're going to shoot a lot of threes, and have they shot 4 or 5 already here in the first minute or 2.
You can't leave McMillan open. He missed that one, but he was wide open out there.
He will make a lot if he is. So
again, good defense, and that time, that's a matter of size.
Sure.
Sen was able to reach up and grab it.
Not sure how Jaden got on him that time, if it was a switch on the pick or that was just designed, but definitely took advantage of the size there. That's 2 on Race Looney.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yes. Race has been, second half of the year, has really played well.
Yep.
Defensively, offensively.
And Thomas comes in for him. So Tucker Thomas checks in, Looney checks out, and we'll see how that affects the offensive end for the Tigers.
Well, Tucker's able to score in a lot of different ways. Got a good mid-range game. He can take it to the hole, and he gives you a different element. But in Race's void, somebody's definitely going to have to step up, handle the ball, and play defense too.
And too much space given that time to Brookshire, and he hit the 3, and it's down to 1, 6-5.
Probably a good call there.
Yeah, McMillan called for carrying it, palming it, and he did turn it over a little bit as he tried to turn the corner. A lot of times they'll let that go, but when you're turning the corner like that, it's kind of giving you advantage maybe that they're not going to let it go. Good defense again by Smith on Sen, and made him take a shot that was maybe a little further out than he wanted and contested it.
He's a big kid. I would like him to play some defensive end for the Republic Tigers.
Good strong move by Thomas, draws the foul. And so free throws coming up for Tucker Thomas.
First team foul for the Chiefs. Tucker Thomas to the line, he'll shoot 2.
Thomas averaging about 8 a game. And Rexroth gets ready to check in. He's sitting down by the scorers table.
Yeah, Joe's coming in. Joe's had a good second half to the year. Made some big plays down the stretch for Republic.
Comes in for Duval, and Redmond comes in for Kickapoo.
Tucker's a good free throw shooter, almost 80%.
And he hit both. So back to a 3-point lead for Republic, 8-5, 3:23 left in the first quarter. Can't give Brookshire any space out there.
Switch that screen right there on the pick and roll.
Yep. And missed the shot, and Thomas comes in and gets it. Foul called on Redmond. He just checked in and commits his first foul, and that is 2 team fouls now on the Chiefs, 2 for each. Bridgers back in. Cross Elmquist on the floor for the first time.
He's a good shooter from the numbers I've seen. Score some points off the bench for Kickapoo.
Now to 3 minutes exactly left in the first quarter. Smith around a pick, missed the shot. Thomas battled for it. It ends up in Smith's hands, and he gets fouled on the way up. Good second effort down there.
Tucker Thomas kept the ball alive and fighting for that rebound, and Brock was opportunistic in the right spot at the right time for sure.
I really thought the ball had cleared Thomas. He almost had to reach back. Now Smith missed the first. But I thought that was going to be a Kickapoo board, and Thomas somehow managed to reach back and grab it in. Oh boy, you don't see that very often.
No.
Smith missed both.
Brock is a great free throw shooter, 86%. So not a normal thing to see him miss. Done another great contest that time by Trent off the pick and roll or the high screen.
And that was almost a little bit forced by Brookshire.
You know, I just talking to Coach Brown. You know, they're going to live and die by those threes, and they're going to shoot it. And whether that's just the game they play, so. We've got to make sure we know where the shooters are at and continue to guard the three-point line. And we're doing a great job.
Rackley open. Missed it, fell down, no call, and rebound to Kickapoo. Long outlet pass. They're going to beat the Tigers back, maybe. Nope. Another travel by Elmquist. And by Kickapoo. Elmquist, that's the first time he's traveled, but you can see the miss here by Rackley. And then they tried to get it up court. But an extra step.
A little light pressure here, kind of a 1-2-2. I don't know, half court, not even really half court, 3/4 court. Not getting overly aggressive with trying to trap or anything.
No. Yeah, I don't know if they were supposed to be trapping out of that, but they weren't getting to the spot fast enough to trap at all. And Brock Smith draws another foul, this one on the floor. Elmquist has 2 quick ones.
Checking in for the Chiefs, number 5, Michael McIntyre.
Lob it into Rexroth. McMillan came around a screen. Now Rexroth spins in the lane. Nice move by Joe Rexroth. I don't know how he got that one to go in from that angle, but it worked.
You see Joe's confidence has grown a lot the last month.
Another missed three, and that one, bad break there.
Probably got away with one on the defensive end. I think probably helped a little too far off Brookshire, and still missed the three, and definitely should have had the rebound.
Yeah, it wasn't even a Kickapoo player within about 5 feet of where the ball came down. It just went off of Rackley and Smith at the same time. And that one good by Edding, first three for him, first points for him, and it's down to 10-8.
Yeah, he's their second leading scorer. Good shooter, 43%.
Under a minute to go in the first. Tigers leading by 2. Thomas, stop and go dribble in the lane, spins it up, no good, and a rebound to Kickapoo, and they've got a chance to tie or take the lead. Brookshire all the way down, up and in, and a chance for a three-point play. So just like that, Kickapoo on a little run. It was 10-5, now it's tied 10-10.
Yeah, Drew got out there and tried to stop his momentum at half court. May have been better served meeting him at the three-point line. He kind of went right by and allowed him to get to the end of the lane and get a layup and one. Sorry.
This is a free throw and almost went out of bounds again off Republic.
Here they're extending it a little further, the pressure just a little bit further. Good job. Good skip pass by Joe.
Under 20 seconds left in the quarter. And down to 12 seconds. McMillan has it near half court. Down to 7. Down to 5. Bounce pass to Thomas in the lane. Spins. Up and in at the buzzer. And the Tigers take a 2-point lead after one. It's 12-10 Republic. We'll be back with more after this timeout. Hetty Barbecue Company is home to great barbecue, including the famous Pig Nasty Sandwich. Go in and check them out or call them for takeout at 732-4BBQ. That's Hetty Barbecue Company in Republic. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online to chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Hines Street Pharmacy will deliver prescriptions right to your door, and they can often save you money compared to what you're paying at the big box pharmacies. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference. Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavensentflowers.com. When you're looking to buy or sell a home in Republic, you want someone who knows this market and who also knows marketing. You want the team at Sue Carter Real Estate Group. They're innovative, hardworking, and committed to helping you. The Sue Carter Real Estate Group. It's about home. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, and you want one who'll do the job right. In Republic, that's Far Better Plumbing. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Tigers get the ball to start the second quarter. They go right back to Thomas. He puts it right in, and they've obviously seen something there. They've gone to Thomas 2 or 3 times in a row.
Yeah, great job by Tucker. 2 scores in a row in the quarter at a great hesitation there to get the post player for Kickapoo up in the air, and he's got good touch around the basket.
Nice move down the lane by Tanner Edding.
Yeah, he's not a typical build, kind of a stockier kid, but showed good quickness there off the dribble.
Just underway in the second quarter, and Republic leading by 2. Thomas again. And another foul on Kickapoo.
Tucker can be a matchup problem, there's no doubt. He can play inside and out, and about 6'3", 6'4".
I'll be interested to ask Tim Brown whether that's something that was planned from the start or whether they just saw it unfolding as the game progressed.
It'll be critical here to see if we can make it to halftime and keep Race on the bench.
Yeah.
I think getting him to halftime with just those 2 fouls is big.
Pull-up jumper by McMillan, his first points.
Yeah, getting Drew going is certainly going to help the cause.
6.5 left in the second quarter. And good move, Brookshire. Can't give him a step because he's going to shoot the three, so he just went around him.
You don't see usually our defense is quick enough to react and stop a drive off the ball, like, some guy coming to help, but we were not able to get anybody over there and stop the dribble drive.
McMillan drives around his man, and now Rackley in the corner. Missed the three, boy.
Great look by Drew.
And then just a mishandled dribble by Bridgers.
Our kids have been really disciplined, just holding it up. I think this is the kind of game we want to be in.
Thomas finally missed from short range, and Kickapoo with a rebound and another chance to tie or take the lead.
Pick and roll, no switch.
And missed the dunk and then lost it out of bounds. And that's the second game in a row that Republic's opponent has gone up to dunk it and missed. And that's a killer if you're the coach whose player does it. What's the equivalent of that in football?
I think just kind of dropping a touchdown pass in the end zone. A couple years ago, we had a guy fall on his own out in the open, so that was before I got to Republic. But
but if you drop a touchdown pass, you're not making a conscious decision to drop a touchdown pass like when you dunk and miss.
Right.
Nice move again by Thomas, but just couldn't get it to go. Good defense that time, though, by Sen. Made him kind of change his shots.
No doubt there. I think there's, credit to Kickapoo for sure, but we've got to do a better job on our help defense than something we usually always do.
Delay of game warning, so I think
Sen
kind of swatted.
After he dunked it, he hit it and knocked it into the bleachers, so that's a no-no. Do that twice, I think. I believe it's a T if you do it again.
4:44 left in the first half. Again, that little pressure by Kickapoo. Good job. Republic really hasn't been bothered by what they've thrown at them so far.
No, the pressure's been light. They've pressed them, but it's not been anything where they're trapping them and forcing them to make a decision.
Thomas from the free throw line. He hit another one.
He's great at the mid-range game. The elbow area, 15 feet, 17 feet.
And he just found a gap in that defense, and they didn't really expect him to shoot from there, I don't think. That's a nice move by Sen, and he's heated up a little bit. He's got 6.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Brown. When he gets the ball in the post, he really wanted our guys to be physical and body up him on the block and really prevent him from getting into the lane like that, because he's a big kid, and once he does, it's going to be difficult to stop him.
Around a pick goes Smith, then McMillan fakes the shot, comes top of the key, now free throw line, and back to Smith. 3:40 left in the second quarter. Rexrode open, left-handed jumper, no good off the back iron. Republic's gone a little cold from the outside here in the last probably 6 to 8 minutes. Edding pulls up and drains the jumper, and Kickapoo leads by 2.
Yeah, he's got 7 all of a sudden after a slow start.
Almost threw it over Rexrode's head. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And knocked away by Edding, and it's out of bounds off of Kickapoo.
Yeah, he tried to get the call.
He was
certainly acted it.
If he wasn't convinced, he acted like he was convinced. We're not very close to it, but sure didn't look like Smith touched it.
Right. Tough place to throw it in that corner. Usually you like it down closer to the lane or on the sideline.
Yeah. Crowd is quiet, almost like they're kind of holding their breath, waiting for something to happen.
Come on, Jaden.
You've all hit it from about 16, and we're tied.
Good shot. I think they're going to give Jaden that 15-footer, 16-footer. Maybe he can knock 2 or 3 down tonight.
You know, he's averaging 2, a little over 2.
To carry.
And, yeah, he carried it and got called for it. But if you look, you know, through the season at his scoring totals, there's been times when he'll have 6, 8. If you can get 6 points out of Jaden Duvall, that's a 4-point bonus from, you know, what you're used to. And 4 points in a game like this is a big deal.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Jaden will try to execute and carry out a game plan. Whether that means him scoring or not, he doesn't really care. You know what you're going to get every night from him.
Fired in the corner to Rackley. I thought it was going to sail over Rackley's head, but that was a good pass. McMillan directs traffic, goes around his defender and throws it to Smith. Good defense by Kickapoo. Smith leaned in, though. Boy, nice. That is why he's coming here next year. The body control to get around the defender.
Good step underneath, get him up in the air. It's a nice job.
He's got 5 now. And Republic retakes the lead by 2, 22-20.
What a good game so far.
Yeah.
Very back and forth. We got off to a little start, and they answered, and it's just been back and forth since.
I think maybe got away with a walk there, but then good defense and a tie-up. Stay with Kickapoo. So impressed by that orange-clad student section. They are all the way to the top of that section.
Yeah, that's awesome. Had some sponsors that stepped up and paid for the first 100 kids to get in, and having people supporting our athletics programs like that, it's a great thing, and certainly more than 100 kids over there. So,
and really getting them to make the trip and go is almost bigger than paying their way in. Maybe a few of them convinced to come in because they didn't have to pay, but boy, that is a great turnout.
Yeah, they were awesome the other night in the district championship game as well, and just great to see our student body being involved.
That was probably maybe about as fun a night basketball since they've moved into that gym as I remember. The first time that Republic beat Nixa on the boys' side after that big drought. Ty Stevens had 7 3-pointers, and that was a fun game. But to have both teams in there, it was pretty fun. Down to 30 seconds left in the quarter, and Republic just holding it. Tied at 22-22.
Yeah, at this point, you want to hold for the last shot. You want to shoot with about 6 or 5 on the clock. Maybe you get an offensive rebound. If not, it doesn't leave the other team any time to get down and get a shot off. And you go in at halftime either tied or ahead.
Down to 9 seconds. McMillan. They've really done a great job on McMillan defensively. Smith's going to have to make something happen. Long 3 is no good. Rebound to Kickapoo, and we go to halftime. And we're tied. 22-22, the halftime score. And we'll take a break and be back with our Gold Medal Gyms halftime show after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports. Every insurance company hopes you drive safely, but Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. Contact Republic agent Jesse Pritchett to learn more. That's Allstate agent Jesse Pritchett in Republic. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Destiny Church wants to create a revolution through serving, and part of that is recognizing student athletes who make a difference by volunteering. If you know someone like that, email me, David@RepublicTigerSports.com, and we may feature them in a future Sirolution page in our Republic Tiger Sports magazine, sponsored by Destiny Church. Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated with exceptional customer service when you need it most. Switch and save with Central Gas Propane. Call them at 725-3833 or visit their website at centralgasmo.com. Black Lab Coffee is more than just amazing coffee. It's the locally owned coffee shop where you can drop in, be greeted by name, and enjoy a quiet place to work or some peaceful conversation. Black Lab Coffee at 545 East Elm Street in Republic. Farmers Insurance has been providing quality, affordable insurance since 1928. In Republic, Farmers Agent Nathan Dixon has a game plan for all your insurance needs. That's Farmers Agent Nathan Dixon. Call him at 732-2900.
It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order online at roccositaliankitchen.net or with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza. Pasta. Perfection. Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, or in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. They help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Since 1986, Yoakum Automotive has been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. Schedule an appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com. Here's a slam dunk for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Call her at 732-1414 or find her online at sarahrader.com. Whether you're moving out or you just can't live with that dirty carpet one more day, call Floor Gypsy. They'll take care of your carpets, stone tile, and grout, and they do commercial and residential cleanings. Call them at 425-7798. Floor Gypsy. They see clean in your future.
Back at the O'Reilly Family Event Center, David Brazil alongside Dustin Baldwin, and we are tied at 22 at halftime. State sectionals between Kickapoo and Republic. First game of a doubleheader we'll bring you tonight. The girls sectional is coming up after this one. And we were kind of looking at the scoring, and we'll go over all the individual scoring in the first half, but the thing that stood out to you, I think, and to me as well, Tucker Thomas with a great first half.
Absolutely. Being ready to play and coming off the bench, that's your role, and being ready to step in. You know, we've talked about Race had foul trouble early. Tucker came in and immediate contribution, making several big shots and you know, making it, you know, I don't know, I think he will only missed 2, so 4 for 6, great efficiency, and you know, I think for Kickapoo, looking at them, they've only had 3 guys score. That kind of what stood out to me for those guys. So I think continuing to limit the other guys and maybe finding some help on some places. I think we allowed Kickapoo to get to the rim a few times when you don't normally see us do it that way. We're able to help and get people in the right position.
Individual scoring for Kickapoo, they were led by David Sin, the 6'8 senior. He had 8 points. Tanner Edding had 7, and Anton Brookshire had 5. He had a long 3, and so did Edding in the first quarter. Only 2 3-pointers in the first half for Kickapoo, so that's something that Tim Brown's got to feel good about. But flip side of that is that penetration that we talked about. You get out and try and shut down the 3. And, you know, that may be one of those things a lot of times both coaches will say, well, you know, if they're going to beat us, we want them to beat us this way. And it may be that we don't want them to beat us by the 3 in this case because that's their strength. We want to make them get to the bucket and beat our help. And so far they've done that, but maybe there will be some adjustments for Republic.
Yeah, 40. I mean, they've only scored 22, so the defense has been pretty good. The one thing, you know, you've got certain guys you want to extend on and some guys you don't. I think where we could improve would be those guys that maybe don't shoot the 3 ball so well, and our kids understand that, and they always know that, and being able to, those guys need to get in the lane maybe a little bit more and help on the dribble penetration, maybe more so than we did. But outside of that, hey, 22 points. I think Coach Brown, if you told him, you know, we'd give up 22 points the first half, that's a good job on the defensive end. I think you make a few more shots and you're right where you want to be.
Yeah, I would imagine that this, you know, if either team, if you ask the coaches what kind of game or where you wanted the score to be, Republic would be the team that wants this score as opposed to Kickapoo at this point.
Yeah, they like to push the ball more than we do, and this is just an everyday game for us, close and grinding it out and pretty low scoring. We have, you know, I think you said in the pregame we were averaging 59, so we're a little below our average too. So, but defensively, you know, 22 points, it's a good half of basketball defensively.
Individual scoring for Republic. Tucker Thomas with 8, 5 for Brock Smith, 3 for Rackley, 2 for Drew McMillan, 2 for Joe Rexroth, 2 for Jaden Duvall. So a lot more balance for the Tigers than for Kickapoo.
Yeah, we hit 2 quick threes, and don't know if we've made one since. You know, getting Trent going. Trent's certainly a guy who can score in bunches when he gets hot. Drew's the same way. Drew's obviously a great shooter, an all-conference, second-team all-conference player, 50% from three-point range. Teams have to know where he's at, and he's done a great job all year. But you've seen lately some teams really extending pressure out on Drew, and he's got to find different ways to score, whether that means dribble penetration or better movement without the ball to get open. But when Drew's open, he's going to make it most of the time.
Missed one, what I would consider good look from 3, but really didn't have a lot other than that. He made the 2. That was I think that was in the second quarter.
Yeah, it was on about the right elbow off a dribble, off a screen. Drew took a dribble and made about a 15-footer.
So it'll be interesting to see what adjustments get made. I think the job defensively that Kickapoo did on McMillan especially maybe was the standout thing for them, to be able to not really even allow him to get much of a look at the basket. And then, Brock Smith with only 5. So those 2 guys, if they can get heated up for Republic, I like their chances in the second half.
Yeah, I think we can shoot it better. Brock has got to find a shot or find shots. He does a great job of not forcing it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's ever he's not out there trying to pad his stats, or he wants to win. Brock's a good competitor, and he wants to do what it takes for the team to win. But in a game like this, you need your senior to step up, and hopefully Brock's able to get some good looks and put some in the second half.
22 apiece at halftime. We'll take a quick break and be back with the third quarter after this timeout.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com. Because high school activities are about learning life values, Republic Tiger Sports and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind you to do your part in keeping your hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson and preserving a proud tradition in Missouri.
Mid-Missouri Bank is proud to support Republic Athletics. Bank better with Mid-Missouri Bank at our Republic location or on the go with our free mobile apps and easy online banking. Even get your Tiger Athletics Mid-Missouri Bank debit card with no wait at any of our 14 locations. Mid-Missouri Bank. Live, work, play, bank. And of course, go Tigers! Mid-Missouri Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Kickapoo will get the ball first to start the third quarter. And we got 16 minutes left to decide who's going to the state quarterfinals. Both these schools still hoping to have another doubleheader coming up on Saturday. Both games will be played at SBU in Bolivar on Saturday, and the Tigers hoping to be there on both the boys and the girls side. Duvall steps up and missed the shot. Missed everything on that one. You said early, I mean, he's really been pretty good from that range, but that was off the mark.
Yeah, they're wanting to leave. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Is it Sen, S-E-N-N? But
yeah.
They're wanting to leave him in the lane and play defense with him. He's a big kid and disrupt other people, and really giving Jaden some room there. But
and a walk, I think. Yep. Bridgers has been kind of out of control. He's lost the ball off his hands a couple of times, and then that walk, and just looks a little, to use a word that Brock Smith and Tim Brown both used in the postgame after the Willard game, looks a little discombobulated out there.
Uh-oh, it's not a good spot.
And 10 seconds. Well, that was a fast 10, but
seemed like it.
So a turnover, and Kickapoo will get it back.
The diagonal pass has worked well there, you know, against that pressure that they've been giving us, and we didn't use it there. And the side-to-side pass is kind of slower and doesn't put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Again, penetration, that time Brookshire, he's got 7.
Yeah, that's too easy. We've got to do a better job of cutting off penetration there. There's the diagonal.
6:38 left to go in the third, and Kickapoo grabs the lead, 24-22.
Good skip pass.
Smith open from 3. Missed it. That all just did everything but go through.
Yeah, two-man game, pick and roll. Got a good look for Brock and wasn't able to hit it.
Edding walked. Could have been a charge, I think.
Yeah,
lucky to get away with the
Jaden
just getting the travel.
Great job. How many charges have you seen Jaden draw the last 2 years? A lot.
A lot, yeah. And I haven't seen a total. You know, for a long time, the girls program kept track of the record, and so they know Annabelle's got the record. But I don't know that beyond just year to year that the boys program kept that as kind of an official record.
Yeah, I think Jaden and Race both have.
Tigers got a break on that one. Edding just was going for the ball and ran into Smith.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I would have probably not called anything there, but
yeah,
Republic was fortunate to get that call. I think we would have controlled the ball, but it does add a foul to one of their better players.
Only his first, though, so not a killer, and that's the first team foul. 5:40 left in the third quarter. I mean, the way they're sagging off of Duval, you know, and that's been something that's, and a foul away from the ball. It's been something a lot of teams have done is, you know, kind of said, well, Jaden Duval can beat us, but not, I think, to this extent. Kickapoo's really taking it to an extreme.
Yeah, you know, they used to call, well, you know, they're going to leave him, make him shoot that, and you know, Jaden's usually pretty disciplined, so he's not going to try to do too much, I don't think.
Looney, shot blocked. I don't know how that was not a foul. Looked like a lot of contact. And right down the lane, and an easy layup, and again, too easy.
Yeah, good start for Kickapoo here. We got to answer and find a way to get the ball in the basket. And good pass, not a great place to pick up your dribble.
Oh, good move by McMillan. Just took it right down the lane.
Drew is good body control and able to use spin off the glass.
Tim Brown wants a timeout to talk things over, and we'll take a timeout as well. It's 26-24 Kickapoo. Back with more after this.
Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack, custom t-shirts, polos and caps. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Quilting and stitching, hey, that's our knack. Coffee mugs, pins, frisbees, and more. Cracker Jack Shack, your promotional store. Creative ideas, and that's a fact. Always on time and right on track. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Cracker Jack Shack.
So Kickapoo with the ball, leading by 2. What do you think Tim Brown was telling the team down there in that timeout?
I'm not sure. You know, they put Tucker back in the game to try to negate what they were doing defensively to Jaden. So we'll see. And, of course, Tucker, we talked about had a great half there. So we'll see if they run something for him.
And a block on Smith. The first time I remember an offensive board by Kickapoo tonight. Republic's done a good job of making it 1 and out.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean game overall, other than Race got in foul trouble, but the team fouls there weren't a lot of team fouls the first half, and neither team was in the bonus. And
I think that one's going to be on Rackley for a hold.
Refs are tightening it up here early second half. As soon as I say that,
spoke too soon.
And there's 4 fouls already here this half. So.
Sen has 10, and it's back to a 4-point lead for Kickapoo, 28-24. Student section trying to get into it, and a nice shot by Tucker Thomas. Floated it in.
Yeah.
He's got 10.
10. I think 5 out of 6 or 5 out of 7.
There's a long 3 at the other end off the back iron. Another offensive board for Kickapoo, though. And down the lane, left it short, did McIntyre, and that time Republic comes away with it. 3:50 left in the third.
Yeah, close game all the way. Doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of movement here, going to be tight. I think that's a good idea. What they're trying to do right there is I would like to see Tucker, the big player, Sen is guarding him. He's not coming out of the lane. Go up there and set a ball pick. Force him to come out. Tucker can do that because he can make the open shot.
And if you can get him out in space, he's going to move.
Well, it'll open up the lane, also getting the big player out of the lane. He's coming out of the game right now, too, so we'll see how that affects Kickapoo on the defensive end also.
They were going to throw it in underneath. Now instead they'll throw it in on the sideline.
That's Brookeshire's first foul.
I don't think anybody's got more than 2. According to my marks, I've got Looney with 2 and Elmquist and Redmond with 2. They came off the bench and fouled almost right away, and now we've got a foul against Bridgers. That's 2 on him. Looney's been knocked around and has a lot of contacts been let go the last 2-3 possessions.
Yeah, they're out getting in passing lanes and pressuring us, and well, we've got to handle it. We've got to be able to cut, be strong with the basketball, get open. Ooh, not a good 3 there.
No, kind of forced it up and blocked by Brookshire. And then a reach on Smith. Tim Brown's got his palms up. Like, what was the call there? So that's 2 on Smith. It's late enough in the game that 2 on Smith is not a killer. But don't want him to pick up his third here in the third quarter. 3:50 or 2:59 rather left in the third, and a 2-point lead in the ball for Kickapoo. And a hold away from the ball. You really did jinx it when you said they were letting them go.
Yeah, the first half we hardly heard the whistle, and second half, I don't know if the play is getting more physical or the refs are trying to make sure that it doesn't get too physical or whatever, but you know, we've got 8 fouls here, and I don't know, we've had about 8 the whole first half, so that's a reach, it looked like.
Yep, McMillan, I don't know how he got between there, and then I thought he just about took an extra step before he got rid of the ball, but he did get rid of it in time. Looney got up in the air and fired it out to Smith, who hit the 3. Wow, Looney, I don't even know if he knew where he was going to throw that when he left his feet.
No, he didn't, but he found it and made a good penetrating pitch out. And, you know, we're fortunate there, but, hey, it was a good pass. It's, you know, you don't really, as a guard, you don't really ever want to leave your feet before you know where you're going with it. But we got lucky there, and it ended up being a great pass.
And Kickapoo answers at the other end.
Yeah, Bridgers, he's not a shooter, you know, by the scouting report at least. He's not a guy who shoots a lot of threes, but hit one there.
Let's see if Smith can get heated up. Shot fake in the lane, too long, and a rebound to Kickapoo. So back where we were a couple minutes ago, 2-point lead in the ball for the Chiefs. And too hard, but it was so hard it went through the hands and then ended up with a Kickapoo teammate, but now a miss from the corner, and Republic gets it back. 1:30 left in the third.
Yeah, Liggins, 20, got a good look off a pass out there. He's their leading scorer off the bench, and fortunate he didn't make it. Hold there on Kickapoo, number 25.
That's 3 on Redmond. He's got seems like about as many fouls as minutes.
Yeah, I think
been out there very long.
That's accurate. 6'5" kid. They've got some height.
Yep. McIntyre, Sen, and Elmquist check in for Kickapoo. And they join Liggins and Brookshire. Right. Yep. Smith steps inside the arc, missed the shot, too long. And another rebound to Kickapoo, that's McIntyre. Throws it on the wing to Liggins.
Yeah, we're getting some good looks, and we just can't knock them down right now.
That three.
Good box out by Brock.
Yep. Brookshire's three there was kind of like the three that beat Nixa in the district championship game. Looked like he wasn't open, and he just stepped back and kind of shot a fadeaway, but that one was no good. 45 seconds left. Looney's going to take it all the way in. He got bumped, and they wave it off.
I'm going to call it on the floor.
Yep. So you can see he got around his defender, took it all the way in, and he did get bumped.
7, so we're in the bonus now. Shooting 1-1. Race is shooting about 60%, I believe, somewhere in there.
42 seconds left in the quarter.
Trying to tie it up.
Looney's looking for his first points. Of course, he hasn't been out there very much. And the first one no good, and then almost lost by Sen. Kind of pinballed off a teammate, came back to him. 35 seconds left, Kickapoo a 2-point lead in the ball here in the third quarter.
Yeah, we'll see Kickapoo. I'm sure they're going to try to hold for the last shot, similar to what we did the first couple quarters.
Down to 21 seconds. Brookshire up top, guarded by Looney. Down to 10. Brookshire is going to go around a pick, go around another man, and now he's going to just pull up and take a three, and he hit it just ahead of the buzzer, and that is the biggest lead of the night for Kickapoo.
Yeah, tremendous shot. Brock had good defense. He forced him to take a, 26-footer and fairly contested, and he made it. So, good job to him. And, I don't know what else. He's been able to get to the rim a lot, so making him take it that long of a shot is what you have to do, and he made it.
So Kickapoo a 5-point lead, and they will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. And that first possession will be key for the Tigers as they start the fourth, trailing by 5. We'll take a break and be back with the fourth quarter after this.
I love winter. My favorite days are days that snow so much you need a truck to get around. This is Chance, and I'm taking a stance. If you buy a truck, it will snow. Do it for the children who love snow just like me. But trucks are good for more than just snowy weather. Ask my family at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic. Find new roads in Republic or online at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pinnaker every time.
Well, here we go. Fourth quarter just about to get underway. Kickapoo to have the ball first, leading by 5, 34-29. And Republic needs a defensive stop.
Yep, big possession here.
And that's a smart move by Kickapoo and Mitch McHenry. It went right down to Sen, and he laid it up and in on the block, and it's a 7-point lead, 36-29. And now Republic's they got to not panic and try to rush on the offensive end. Pull-up jumper, that was big by McMillan.
It was, great answer there. We've been a good fourth quarter team most of the year, and I don't think we have a lot of panic in us. Our kids are a pretty level-headed group, and we'll stick together. We just need to make some shots. We didn't make any shots in that quarter.
Yeah,
Kickapoo did.
Kickapoo outscored Republic 12-7 in that third quarter. And that's 3 off the mark, and you get a couple stops and a couple scores, and you're right back in it.
Yeah, good help there by Thomas on the block, forcing Sin to throw it out. As he's had a lot of success just turning and scoring in the lane, so we forced him out of that and forced a 3 by Bridgers, who's not one of their best shooters.
Shot fake by Thomas, and a foul called on Kickapoo, and it's going to be 1-1. They say it's on the floor before the shot.
Ooh. Well, yeah.
Third on Bridgers. 3 on Bridgers, 3 on Redmond for Kickapoo. Nobody has 3 for Republic yet. And missed the front end.
That's 2 of those, 2 front ends.
And Thomas, you mentioned earlier, a good free throw shooter. Smith missed 2 earlier.
Yeah.
So Republic not shooting very well from the floor or the line. And, yep, he took a step before he dribbled. 6:34 left in the game. Rexroad in. It's Rexroad, McMillan, Looney, Smith, and Thomas on the floor for the Tigers.
Dropping out of the half or the press. 5-point game right here. Real critical time in the game. Really need to be efficient and get a bucket.
And Smith passed up a shot that wouldn't have been a great shot. Looney floated it up and in. Good body control.
Absolutely.
That's his first points.
Yeah, he's really developed a nice mid-range, off the dribble, short-range jump shot. You don't see a lot of people be able to shoot that. It's a good contested shot again.
And another missed 3 by Kickapoo, and under 6 to go. Republic trailing only by 3 now. Looney's going to take it all the way. And off the glass and in. Down to 1.
Great job. As we talked about, no panic.
Yep.
Right back in it. 6 in a row.
And Kickapoo calls timeout. 5:32 left in the game, and Republic has new life, trailing by 1, 36-35. We'll take a break and be back with more after this.
Sometimes you don't know you need a doctor until you need one right away. Meet the team at Cox Health Orthopedic and Sports Injury Walk-In Clinic. Our experts can treat fractures, sprains, dislocations, and other action-related injuries in all ages. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30 with no appointment needed. Call 417-875-3800 for more information.
Hetty Barbecue Company is home to great barbecue, including the famous Pig Nasty Sandwich. Go in and check them out or call them for takeout at 732-4BBQ.
And we've got an offensive foul up top. That's going to be on McIntyre as he came out to set a pick and just plowed into, was it McMillan?
It was McMillan or Looney, I'm not sure.
Let's watch the replay real quick.
I think it was Race.
It was Looney. So the Tigers now a chance to take the lead after trailing by 7. I just thought momentarily that McMillan was going to shoot that from about 40 feet.
He looked at it.
Down to 5:08 left. And a walk on Looney.
Yeah, great composure by Republic in the last 3 minutes here. Started the quarter off with 3 straight scores plus 3 straight stops, and actually they haven't scored so far, correct, this quarter? So.
Yeah, they scored 1 bucket.
They
scored that bucket to make it 7.
Right.
And then they've been shut down since then. That looked like a walk to me. He missed the shot, though.
maybe a carry before that.
Yeah,
too, so.
and maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. Sometimes they take such long steps.
Oh, good dish. Actually, really kind of unfortunate that they called a foul there. I think we would have got a layup out of it.
There's a miss at the other end.
Shooting two now. We're in the double bonus.
There's the foul in the lane, and Looney. Chance to give Republic the lead. Looney had no points coming into the fourth. He's got 4 already. And missed the first. Boy, Tigers are killing themselves at the free throw line.
Yeah.
2 front ends.
Winning close games, you need to make those. Usually we do. Tonight, so far, we haven't, but we're still in it. It's a tie ball game, 4 minutes left, so certainly an opportunity here still. Going to have to execute down the stretch.
4:30 remaining. They lob it into Sen, working on Smith, fires it to the arc. 3 by Edding is no good. Block out by Smith.
You know, the big adjustment I've seen is the double team on the post player the last 5-6 minutes. We're not allowing him to get the ball in the middle of the lane where he's comfortable.
McMillan open from 3 around a pick. Off the back iron. Thomas tracks it down.
Skip it, Brock.
Thomas on the baseline. Missed it. 2 good looks by Republic. And now here comes Kickapoo. Brookshire around Looney. High off the glass. Missed it. Tipped around and back to Kickapoo. I don't know who slapped the backboard down there, but somebody did it. It could almost have been goaltending if it was Republic that made that contact.
Yeah.
Because the rim was shaking when
yeah,
the ball was up there.
It was Brock or Joe, one or the other.
And a foul up top on Rexroth. That's only the 4th team foul on Republic.
Yeah, Brookshire certainly, he's a matchup problem. He's been able to penetrate for Kickapoo all night, and certainly something we're struggling with in terms of stopping that penetration. Fortunate they're not in the bonus, as you mentioned, so no harm.
2 on Rexroth, 3:30 left. If it stays like this and Kickapoo gets a lead down the stretch, it'll be one of those situations where Republic's got to foul a couple of times to get them to the line. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Pull-up jumper, rattles around, it wouldn't go, and then ended up right in the hands of David Sen. That was a break for Kickapoo. Back to a 2-point lead for the Chiefs with 3 minutes exactly left to go in the game. Oh, McMillan picked it up just short of the timeline. And a holding foul on the Chiefs. Boy, they are not letting the Chiefs get away with any kind of holding on a drive. A lot of times you'll see officials let it go. If it's before the shot, they just let that contact go. But
yeah, 2 important free throws here. As we've mentioned, we've struggled, but Brock hit that one. We've struggled tonight from the free throw line. We need to be really good from here in because we're going to be shooting them. We're in a double bonus situation, and we're going to probably have several more free throws in this game.
9 points now for Smith, that he's got 1 more coming. Missed it. And so with 2:46 left, the free throw struggles continue. Boy, if the Tigers get out of here with a win, it's going to be a little bit of a break in the way they're shooting free throws. And a testament to everything else they've done right. They have Kickapoo at 38 points at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's been great defense, really, by both teams.
And not the kind of game we talked about earlier Kickapoo wants to be in, but they've adjusted.
I'm sure if you're a Kickapoo fan, you're feeling like you haven't played overly well on the offensive end, and I think watching Republic, whether it be missed free throws or just some missed open looks, I feel like most of our fans will feel the same way.
Yeah, either team could hit a couple of shots and get some separation if they can just do it. 2:01 left to go in the game. Timeout, Republic. We'll take a break and be back with more after this. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online to chrisyoakum.com.
and get to a better state. Hines Street Pharmacy will deliver prescriptions right to your door, and they can often save you money compared to what you're paying at the big box pharmacies. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
I want to thank Guest House Market, Peabody's Guest House Market on Main Street in Republic also for sponsoring Republic Tiger Sports. They are a great stop for gifts if you need a birthday gift or some other kind of a gift throughout the year. Lots of vendors in there, lots of cool stuff. Stop in and check them out. Peabody's Guest House Market across from Casey's on Main Street in Republic. Here we go, 2:01 left in the game. Republic trails by 3. They've got the ball. Let's see if they can get an open look for one of their shooters or get it inside to Thomas or even to Smith once Tim Brown got up his sleeve.
Yeah, plenty of time left, 2 minutes. You got to execute here. It is getting to that point, but certainly not. Certainly several possessions left. Great shot.
Trent Rackley.
Good elevation. Shot that over a 6'8" player. Great shot.
5 for Rackley. It's 40-39.
Trent doesn't have a conscience. That's a lot of. If you're a good shooter, you can't. He hadn't shot it great tonight, but stepping right into that shot and making it, that's big.
Kickapoo's going to run some clock, and this is kind of what I was talking about. If they can hang on, timeout called by Mitch McHenry. They could run some clock, and Republic still only has 14 fouls, so Republic cannot send Kickapoo to the line. I would imagine the strategy here has to be defensively for Republic, be extra aggressive, foul not on purpose, but if you commit the foul going for a steal, then so be it.
Yeah, you certainly have to be sound. You can't give up a layup overextending your pressure. But at the same time, you can try to get in a passing lane, try to be aggressive in terms of guarding the dribble drive and make a steal. But put yourself in a position. But an even worse situation would be allowing a layup because you overextend that pressure. So it's a fine line, and like you said, we're going to have to be aggressive right here.
Either way, 1 point game, even a layup, still a one possession game. So, and that's what we were talking about, and a foul called on Looney. So
that's his first and second half, I believe.
Yeah, he's got 3, and so that's kind of foul that they've been calling on Kickapoo on the dribble penetration by Republic. And now Republic's going to jump up and maybe double team. Now to 1:10 left.
They're trying to deny Brookshire the ball. Looney is out in that passing lane.
Yep, face guarding him.
Someone else.
And got up in the air, and another break for Kickapoo as Edding got up in the air. And now Brookshire gets the ball. He's going to dribble around. He's a great free throw shooter, too, so he's just going to hang on to it. You can foul him, though, because...
Still one away.
Yep.
Another timeout by Kickapoo, I believe. Yep.
I think so. Let's see.
Has to be at this point.
Yeah, true. Republic couldn't have called it, so a timeout, full timeout there with 50.3 seconds remaining. Kickapoo has 2 timeouts left, and Republic has 3. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the final 50 seconds of this state sectional game on Republic Tiger Sports.
Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavensentflowers.com. When you're looking to buy or sell a home in Republic, you want someone who knows this market and who also knows marketing. You want the team at Sue Carter Real Estate Group. They're innovative, hardworking, and committed to helping you. The Sue Carter Real Estate Group. It's about home. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, and you want one who'll do the job right. In Republic, that's Far Better Plumbing. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com.
the last possession, we really tried to keep it out of Brookshire's hands and trap the ball when it wasn't him.
Wow. And Duval stole the ball and stepped out of bounds. I mean, that's not his fault. I don't think he could have stolen the ball without stepping out of bounds at that angle, but the crowd just went crazy. Everybody wearing orange stood up on this side of the court. The students are already standing over there. 49.5 left.
Yeah, Jaden's in for defense. He's a great defender and got in the passing lane. We'll see if we try to trap some of the guys away from Brookshire. We want to keep the ball out of his hands, and we're right there. We're allowed to get him back. Fouled Brookshire in the front court. Great free throw shooter, 84%. So not the guy we necessarily wanted to foul. He's going to the line, I believe, for 1-on-1. Nope, maybe not. We still had one to give.
Yep, 41.9 left, so yeah, one more.
So now you're in full-on denial mode on Brookshire, and you're probably going to foul as soon as Bridgers or somebody other than Brookshire gets the ball. Now you're probably going to want to foul.
Poked away and a foul called
He's
on
another
Smith.
Pretty good shooter, though.
32.7 left. It's 3 on Smith.
Either way, had to foul there. Thought we did a good job of keeping it out of Brookshire's hands. That's what we were trying to do.
Edding's got 7 points.
Got to block out here. Can't allow an offensive rebound if there is a miss.
And he made it and barely. Republic's had several bounce out, and that one was not the greatest free throw, and it bounced in.
He missed it, 2 points, 30 seconds left.
I take credit for jinxing him. I accidentally hit the scoreboard up a point before he'd hit it. So down to 2 and stolen away by the Chiefs. Defensive stop, but a foul in the backcourt with 19.2 remaining, and now 2 free throws, and it could be a 2-possession game.
Yeah, we got in a little hurry there, I think, and lost control of the ball, and Kickapoo stole it, got it in the hands of Brookshire, their best free throw shooter. So we're in a tough spot here. See if he makes it. Down 3. I always like in these, even if we get down 4, I like going for 2, trying to get a steal or a foul, or the best available shot. But obviously, if you get a 3-pointer, you get an open look, that's what you go for. You got to push the ball right now. You got to push it.
Down to 15 seconds left. Looney to Smith.
You don't need a 3. Don't need a 3.
Down to 9 seconds. Smith's going to take a 3. He missed it. And Kickapoo's going to get out of here with a win and advance to the state quarterfinals. The dunk, punctuated by Brookshire, is good. And the final score, 45-39. Kickapoo made the plays down the stretch, and Republic just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was our best night shooting, and certainly from the free throw line, a lot of missed opportunities. Kids played hard. It's been a great year. I thought we executed tonight. We held Kickapoo to 43 before that last dunk, and so just didn't make enough shots tonight when it comes down to it offensively.
Yeah, Kickapoo outscored Republic 11-10 in that fourth quarter, and it was 40-39, but Kickapoo scored the last 5 of the game. Really, the last 2 meaningless on the dunk at the end, but Kickapoo will advance to the quarterfinals, and now it'll be the Lady Chiefs trying to play to take both teams to the quarterfinals in the girls' game after this, and Republic will try to play spoiler.
Yeah, tough game, tough ending. Right there in the end, you're at 2. I thought at the 4-minute mark we came back, Race hit 1 out of 2 free throws. We tied it at 36, and we had, I think, 3 shots to take the lead, and we're unable to do it. And kind of a big turning point in the game, I felt like, if we could have made some shots. You look back at close losses, there's always one thing, two things. You could point to something in the first quarter, the second quarter. But that was an opportunity to take the lead late in the game. And, couple that with some of the free throws we missed tonight. It was tough way to end your season for sure.
Tigers in their season at 22-7, first year under Tim Brown, and I would say that it was a success. I mean, this is a team that, I wouldn't say they overachieved. They had a lot of guys back, and obviously a Brock Smith at the center of it. But down the stretch and the way they were winning close games, they were so impressive all year. And to run the table in the COC along with the girls, it's really been a great season of basketball for the Tigers.
Yeah, I thought they just showed a lot of consistency all year. Even early in the season, they lost some close games, and you start off, they lost to Nevada early, and then the blue and gold, they lost a tough one to Ozark. They lost a couple out in Kansas, but man, just consistent. In every game the entire year they were in right to the very end, and played together. Kids played together well, competed, played good defense unselfishly. Kids played their roles, had some guys move up and down the chart, the depth throughout the year, but I thought attitudes were awesome, and credit to those kids for that.
Individual scoring for the Tigers, they were led by Tucker Thomas with 10. He had a big game on a big stage. Brock Smith held to 9. 6 points for Drew McMillan. So, credit to Kickapoo's defense. Smith and McMillan combined for 15. Yeah, so.
Yep, and they probably average, I think they average around 33, 34 between the two of them. So, yeah, great job by Kickapoo. Sometimes there's nights like that, you don't shoot it well, and if you don't, then that probably ends it, So,
Race Looney had 5. Trent Rackley had 5. 2 for Joe Rexroth and 2 for Jaden Duvall. And would be remiss if we didn't mention the seniors on this squad who've played their last game in a Tiger uniform. Of course, Brock Smith will be back here on this floor next year as a member of the Drury Panthers. Jaden Duvall, a kid who has played 3 sports all through high school, and I know has been a big part of what you're trying to build there at the football on the football side. Cole Buxton, a senior as well, and Trent Rackley plays his last game, and so it'll be different next year with those 4 gone.
Yeah, some good program kids there who have been in this program through Coach Fisher and now with Coach Brown. 2 of those guys played for me. Jaden is a 3-sport guy. He'll be in baseball practice tomorrow or Friday, and he's just a grinder guy who plays his guts out every time he goes out. And I have a lot of strong feelings. This is a great kid, and Brock has brought a lot to the program. And Cole Buxton's been up and down this year. He had some moments early, continued to be there for the team and continued his role. And Trent certainly had a ton of great moments in a Republic Tiger basketball uniform. So,
and Trent, Trent played. You mentioned played for you, and he's a kid who I don't think he played football before he played for you and decided I'd like to come out and try it.
Yeah, he
ended up
did.
making a contribution.
He did. Good sized kid, and played receiver for us, and love seeing those guys play multiple sports, and Trent did a good job for us.
End of the first quarter, it was 12-10 Republic, and the teams were tied at 22 apiece at halftime. Kickapoo, though, the third quarter was the big difference. They outscored Republic 12-7, held the Tigers to 7 points in the third quarter. They led 34-29 going into the final period, and then outscored Republic 11-10 in the fourth quarter. And they win it by a final score of 45-39, and they advance to the state quarterfinals next on Saturday. And don't know yet who they'll be playing. Hopefully the girls' game will be a Republic game. but we'll know that in a couple of hours as the Lady Tigers and the Lady Chiefs get set to square off. And it's a fun atmosphere, but didn't go quite the way we wanted as the Tigers lose it by the final score of 45-39 to the Kickapoo Chiefs. We're going to take a break, and we'll leave the picture up, and pretty soon, in fact, maybe now, I'm going to go ahead and run the pregame interview with Chris Flood, and we'll let you listen in on that. So I'm going to turn down our mics and find Chris Flood, and we'll talk to him in just a minute.
Welcome to the Absolute Roofing Repmo Basketball pregame show from Republic Tiger Sports. We'll look ahead at tonight's matchup and get you ready for tonight's game. And now, the Absolute Roofing Repmo Basketball pregame show.
Sectional game against Kickapoo, and it's a team, you normally think you'd play a team 3 times. It's probably a team that's in your conference, but in Kickapoo's case, it's not. You've played them twice, you've lost twice, but you look at those scores and the way those games unfolded, and I don't think anybody on your side of things is going to be intimidated because those were both close ones.
They were, and the 2 games we've lost by a total of 8 points. Lost the first one at their place, and I felt like a good opportunity to maybe pull that one out. We had a good look, just happened that didn't fall for us, and then we actually had a second look there. That one would probably been a little bit tougher just because the clock was running, and Claire is probably not really set right there, but we had 2 opportunities to pull that one out. And then we picked them up fourth, and I may have said it. We picked them up on the 4th day of the pink and white. Usually by that day it's who can grind one out, and that was another tight game. Lost by 7 there, but we were tied at halftime. It's been both games the third quarters have been issues for us. We've really struggled in the third quarter for some reason against them, whether it's they pick up their intensity or just not ready to come out at half. I don't know what it is, but the first time we were up 5 or 6, and then they won the third quarter, and we found ourselves down and fought back, and then, like I said, we were tied going into the third quarter and the second opportunity, and then lost that quarter and just had to battle back and just try to stay in it there. It's the key for us it's going to have to be the rebounding. We have struggled against them on the boards just because of their size. They are big and they're athletic. It's not like they're big and slow type kids. They're big and they work hard. The Green kid works hard. The Fauntleroy kid works really hard as far as getting to the boards. And, if we can maintain that, we'll give ourselves a chance possibly.
I know that you feel like you're playing a lot better than the last time you played them, and you mentioned, I think, after the district championship game that you feel like Kickapoo's playing a lot better too.
Yes, and they've won, whatever it is, 12 or 13 in a row at this point. So I think they figured out after going back and watching their game against Ozark in the district finals. It looks like he's shortened his bench a little bit more. He's keeping it more to like 7 or 8 kids, and they look like they've come a long ways, probably since we played them in the pink and white, and they play as good a competition as we do. Like I said, it's just we may mix in some things here a little bit different this time around. We'll probably end up trying to focus a little bit on our zone and stay in that. And if it doesn't, then if we have to go into a matchup type situation, then we'll match up, but we'll probably play it a little bit different than we traditionally would with other teams, just because of their size.
It'll be a little different from the other night. Both schools had 2 teams there, and it'll be the same here because the boys also are playing Kickapoo, but it's flipped because you get the second game. I don't know that makes a difference to you, but it will be kind of a different look. That first game will be over, and then they'll stick around for you.
There's positives or negatives to it. You get the kids get to see a game before, but you just, to me, you always think of when you get into the playoffs. I just always think that you think about the girls playing first, and it's always nice because I feel like if hopefully both crowds will stay focused and stay in it, and as far as that goes. But sometimes that second one, you'll find people start drifting out, and hopefully the kids are not, they don't feed off that or whatever. But that's the way Michigan sets it up, and we don't have control of that. All we can do is just I look for a good crowd from both groups.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Mid-Missouri Bank is proud to support Republic Athletics. Bank better with Mid-Missouri Bank at our Republic location or on the go with our free mobile apps and easy online banking. Even get your Tiger Athletics Mid-Missouri Bank debit card with no wait at any of our 14 locations. Mid-Missouri Bank. Live, work, play, bank. And of course, go Tigers! Mid-Missouri Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Jack Shack, Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack, custom t-shirts, polos and caps. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Fitting and stitching, hey, that's our knack. Coffee mugs, pins, frisbees and more. Cracker Jack Shack, your promotional store. Creative ideas, and that's a fact. Always on time and right on track. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Cracker Jack Shack.
I love winter. My favorite days are days that snow so much you need a truck to get around. This is Chance, and I'm taking a stance. If you buy a truck, it will snow. Do it for the children who love snow just like me. But trucks are good for more than just snowy weather. Ask my family at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic. Find new roads in Republic or online at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pinnaker every time.
Sometimes you don't know you need a doctor until you need one right away. Meet the team at Cox Health Orthopedic and Sports Injury Walk-In Clinic. Our experts can treat fractures, sprains, dislocations, and other action-related injuries in all ages. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30 with no appointment needed. Call 417-875-3800 for more information.
Because high school activities are about learning life values, Republic Tiger Sports and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind you to do your part in keeping your hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson and preserving a proud tradition in Missouri. Hetty Barbecue Company is home to great barbecue, including the famous Pig Nasty Sandwich. Go in and check them out, or call them for takeout at 732-4BBQ. That's Hetty Barbecue Company in Republic. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online to chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Hines Street Pharmacy will deliver prescriptions right to your door, and they can often save you money compared to what you're paying at the big box pharmacies. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
Thanks also to Peabody's Guest House Market. They are on Main Street in Republic, right across the street from Casey's. Go in and check them out. They've got tons of cool vendors, all kinds of gifts in there. And so if you've got a birthday coming up in your family or a friend or any other kind of special occasion, drop in there. As I said, lots of different kinds of gifts, clothing, candles. They've got some Tiger Spirit wear in there as well. Booster Club even has some stuff for sale in there as well, and it's all right there on Main Street in Republic. It's Peabody's Guest House Market on Main Street across from Casey's. And the Absolute Roofing pregame show continues from the O'Reilly Family Event Center in Springfield on the campus of Drury University. And a tough one if you just tuned in for the Tigers. They lost at 45-39 in the opener. So Kickapoo holds Republic to only 39 points. Republic actually had an opportunity to tie and couldn't do it in the final 30 seconds. And then a pair of free throws and then a bucket at the buzzer by Kickapoo that didn't mean anything. Stretched it to a 6-point lead, but essentially came down to the last couple of possessions, and Republic just couldn't quite make the play. You know, it was funny after the game ended, and during a break, I was kind of thinking about it, reflecting, and I completely expected Republic to win that game because they have won those games all year. I mean, going back, the games at Kansas, they lost a couple of close games that, let's just say, extenuating circumstances. Yeah. But, you know, they've won all those close games, and I thought they were going to win. I was kind of surprised a couple minutes after the game was over. I thought they didn't actually win that one.
Yeah, like we said in the pregame, I think hadn't lost in 7 weeks. And and most of the games have been like that.
Yeah.
But you look back at close games, and you do it by not turning the ball over. You win them by making some critical shots and free throws for sure. We've done that as a team. We've been a great free throw shooting team, and tonight that wasn't the case. I mean, if you make some of those one-on-one situations earlier in the fourth quarter, we're up instead of trailing, and then the entire game is different. And so really, you know, you hate to point at one thing, but that's ultimately, it comes down to winning and losing games, is those little details in every sport. And tonight, I think it was free throws. Coach Brown will say, he might have some other ideas for sure, but, I think if there was one thing, I don't know what else it would be. Defense held them to 40s, 15 below their average. I feel like if we make those free throws early in the fourth quarter, and even that possession I had mentioned earlier with about 4 minutes to go, we got at least one offensive rebound, maybe two, I don't know, but we had 2 or 3 shots to take the lead when it was tied at 36. And I thought at that time we actually had the momentum too. So
yeah, that would have been that was the possession where I thought Drew McMillan was going to shoot from about 35, and the way it was going, I wouldn't have been surprised if he shot from there and made it, and he wisely passed it up. Not saying he should have shot that shot, but it was that energy in the arena that I just felt like that was probably going to be the shot he would take, and it would end up going in the way things had gone that last couple of possessions. But Tigers just, they didn't shoot well from the free throw line, but they didn't really shoot that well from the field either. And, Tucker Thomas hit the shots I think that he usually hits, but almost everybody else didn't necessarily make all the shots that they normally would make. They were getting the looks, and they just weren't going down. So Lady Tigers will try to respond with a win and keep Republic represented in the quarterfinals on Saturday at Bolivar. And this is a matchup that it's going to be tough for Republic, but normally I don't usually buy into the whole it's hard to beat a team 3 times because usually, first of all, if you've lost both games, you're not as good as the team that beat you twice. And so, the team
I'd say the one thing we have going for us is that it was both games were extremely close.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the thing that Kickapoo has going for us is they've really played well down the stretch. I think they've won 13 in a row, if I heard correctly, or something like that. So, and they're huge. I think they're a matchup problem for us. We're not very big. They're huge, which could mean we might be a matchup problem for them too. I don't know on the perimeter, but I don't think I've seen a girls lineup this tall.
No, tall and athletic too. And I was going to say the fact that Kickapoo has beaten Republic twice. In this case, those games were so close that I don't think that Kickapoo is that much better of a team. I don't really think Kickapoo is a better team. Republic's a lot better than the first 2 times they played. And, the second time they played, it was a 7-point win for Kickapoo. That was 45-38. Jade Kirby had 12. In both games, the third quarter was kind of the downfall for Republic. Kickapoo went on a run in the third quarter, and the first time they met back in December, that was at Kickapoo. And, Republic won every quarter except the third. It's just that they kind of fell apart in the third, and Kickapoo did enough to hold on down the stretch. So I think it'll be good. And, the second time they played, that was right here on this floor. And that was two days after Avelina Palqualo had hurt her knee. And, the first game back after that was kind of a disaster against Mount Vernon. And second half of that Mount Vernon game, the team, I thought, turned the corner a little bit and said, well, we're going to have to do this if we don't want the rest of the season to go kind of down the tubes. And so they turned it around and played pretty well against Kickapoo, but that was before the coaches had any kind of an opportunity to make adjustments to that lineup change and what it meant.
Yeah, the pink and white, you're back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
4 days in a row, and Abby got hurt, I think, game 2.
Yeah.
And, not a good time to be changing what you're doing, and we certainly had to do that. And, those girls have really played well. And I think our teams both kind of mirror each other in some ways, in terms of being efficient, in terms of playing together and playing without, being unselfish. And that's the one thing I've taken from both our teams this year is just girls and guys playing their roles. And our girls team is, I don't know, maybe a little different, but both teams rely on the three-point shot a lot, maybe more than many teams do, and not a lot of post presence in our girls in terms of scoring. We got some girls in there that do some things for sure, rebound and pass, but certainly we rely on perimeter scoring.
The score of any athletic events generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave a lasting impression. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities tomorrow. This message brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and Republic Tiger Sports. Lady Tigers led in scoring by Hallie Bartlesmeyer, averaging right around 13 points a game. And Clara Frontenberger's really come into her own as the season's gone on. Stepped into the varsity lineup and has done a little bit of everything for Republic.
Yeah, I think Clara does do everything. Certainly she's a stopper on defense, plays with a lot of energy. She's the second leading scorer. She's the leading rebounder. I would say, I know she leads the team in steals. I'd say she probably leads the team in assists. So every statistical category she leads the team in other than scoring. And so just an all-around player. I know experience like this. Early in the year I was down at Branson and had a chance to watch them play. And they have a girl, I can't remember her name. She's an exceptional player. But, you know, Claire did an awesome job on her. And she's able to really lock down people if she wants to. And just a great defender.
Yeah, I thought she really, that was a great defensive performance. Really frustrated her. And I'm blanking. Now you said that, I'm blanking on her name. I don't know how we forget her name. She's probably the best player in Southwest Missouri.
Yeah, she's one of the best players in Missouri for sure.
But yeah, Clara with 9 points a game may not be surprising, but 5.6 rebounds. That's pretty impressive. And then she's got 83 assists, as you said. That leads the team, and almost twice as many, more than twice as many as anybody else.
Steals.
Steals. She's got.
I don't know how many she had against Willard, but it was a lot.
74 steals. So.
Yeah. Averages almost 3 a game. So.
I think what she's able to do defensively may go a long way to kind of determining how much success Republic's able to have tonight.
Yeah, admittedly, I don't know who for Kickapoo scores a lot of points for them and who she's going to guard or what the matchups are going to be. I don't know. You know, I think typically we play man, but you may see some zone tonight.
Yeah, I think the plan is probably to spend a little more time in zone, and then if Kickapoo hurts the zone, then they'll have to get creative.
Yeah, you almost have to. You know, with the size advantage they have, you've got to be able to be in a position when they get the ball in the post to help. You know, if they want to dribble, your guards have to come down and dig the ball off the ground and not allow them to take 2 dribbles in the post for sure. And because of that size, we're going to have our hands full, I believe, in the paint playing defense.
Well, as we mentioned, both games closed 43-42. The first time, Hallie Bartlesmeyer had 18 in that one, and Jay Kirby had 12 in a 45-38 loss in the second matchup here on this very floor. And so Republic will try to turn it around. And Tim Brown pops in, and if you're okay with it, Coach, we'll just kind of have you on here and ask you a couple questions as the game gets ready to start here. But obviously not the way you wanted it to end. I thought we were talking just little things that you had done in those close games all year. You just didn't do them tonight.
That's exactly what we talked about in the locker room. We felt like the pace and flow of the game was kind of to our advantage, and the plays that we found ways to make and win games, we just couldn't get over the hump. And I told our guys it's no one's fault, and we should probably feel blessed, and the fact that we were able to win as many close ones as we did, and really proud of our guys, though, to be the first group to win a Class 5 district title and to run the table in the COC, and then to have to beat 2 teams again that we've already beaten in the district. Our group's got a lot to be proud of. Our seniors left our program in a really good place and continue to raise the bar for it, and just really proud of all of them.
I know you're going to say it is about the kids, but your first season here in Republic, and as you reflect back on it, what will you remember about this year and this group?
Obviously, all the moments, all the great environments that we were able to play in, and just seeing our kids find a way to win the games that they won. We gritted a lot out, and just those moments of happiness as a coach, it makes you proud to see your kids do those things. And these guys mean a lot to me, and just thankful that they embraced me with open arms. I know it was probably difficult for a lot of them to have a new coach, especially our seniors, and just thankful for the way they embraced me and bought in, and them putting together a really special run, because they have a lot that they should be proud of.
Well, on a personal note, thank you for all your help throughout the season, and congratulations on a great first year, and looking forward to year 2.
Thank you for everything that you do, and let's go Lady Tigers.
All right, so thanks to Coach Tim Brown for coming up and talking to us. Never an easy post-game conversation after the last loss of the year, but a great season by the Tigers. And first-year head coach Tim Brown, and now, as he said, Lady Tigers about ready to go. Starting lineups being introduced. And for Republic, it'll be Delaney Smith, Hallie Bartlesmeyer, Jade Kirby, Clara Fronebarger, and Annabelle in the starting lineup. For Kickapoo, it's Chloe Merced, Macy Conway, Bella Fauntleroy, I'm waiting for two more to come out of the huddle because I didn't get them before the game. Didn't have a chance to go down between games and confirm starting lineups. Rachel Sen is out there as well. And who am I missing? I think India Green is the fifth starter that I didn't mention before. Yeah, so it's Green, Conway, Sen, Fauntleroy, and Chloe Merced for Kickapoo. And the tip controlled by Kickapoo. We're going to count down our scoreboard back down to 0 so we can start it over. On the wing, into the lane, and a travel called against Rachel Sen. So the Lady Tigers get a defensive stop, and it'll be a little zone pressure from Kickapoo. Quick shot at the other end by Kirby is no good, and a foul called against Clara Fronebarger as one of the Lady Chiefs went to the floor. And let's watch that again. Clara Fronebarger wasn't very happy with the call. Yeah, Clara Fronebarger didn't do anything. That was one of a kind of a situation where the official saw the player go down and called the foul, and as we watched the replay, really wasn't any contact. So tough break for Fronebarger, picking up the early first foul, and a three, no good. Hallie Bartlesmeyer ends up on the floor. It goes out of bounds back to Republic.
Looks like we've started the game in a 1-2-2 zone, asking Clara to do a lot here. It's kind of a yo-yo look where she guards the point, the ball goes to the wing, and then the baseline, she has to go all the way down to the block and then back up to the point. So it's a tough on her, but if you have a really great athlete who can do that, it can be a really good zone defense too.
Yeah, if anybody can do it, it's a player like Clara Fronebarger. Lady Tigers are going to have to take care of the ball against this zone. Those long arms have always caused problems for Republic, and stepping out of bounds is Annabelle. 6:52 left in the first quarter, no score in the early going state sectionals. Kickapoo's already advanced on the boys' side.
A little pressure here, okay. I like what we're doing. You know, I don't see a true point guard out there for Kickapoo so far, so we'll see how they handle our pressure as we continue to press. There's a spot we've got to be good at, is blocking out and getting rebounds tonight.
Yep, they got a couple of looks, but couldn't get either one of them to go, and Republic gets it back. Both teams looking for their first score, and a little gap in the zone. Jade Kirby turns around, hesitated, and missed the shot. And now on the run, Kickapoo.
Thought she got away with a double dribble there.
Yep. And another offensive board, and that one back up and in by India Green. And so Kickapoo jumps out on top 2-0.
Kickapoo in their own zone. Very, as we talked about, really long defensively. Makes it tough on you. Kind of a matchup.
And knocked away. Again, the long arms got in there, and they tried to get it to Kirby in the middle.
Little Euro step. Wasn't called a walk.
And a foul. Tough foul that
foul on
time.
Hallie, I believe.
So one on her and one on Fronebarger. 5:38 left in the first, and it's a shooting foul.
guess they're confident she's going to make these free throws.
I've seen that more this year than I think I'd ever seen. I don't know if, sometimes.
When you're as big as they are, I don't understand, but Coach Pendergrass does a great job, and if that's a strategy he wants, I think they should do it. So.
I've noticed it. I've noticed several teams do it. Just in the middle of the game, they just pull their team off the line, and I don't really know what the thought is behind it. I've never asked. And Lady Tigers got on the floor, and Delaney Smith.
Yeah. Who was it? Not Jazzy.
Was it Jade that picked it up?
Jade, sorry. Passed it over to Delaney Smith, and she made the layup.
Down low to Green. Up and in. 4 points for Green, and it's 6-2 Kickapoo. Under 5 to go in the first quarter. And a no-look pass.
It's off a foot, off Kickapoo's foot.
Ronneberger tried the no-look pass to Jade Kirby and deflected out of bounds by the Lady Chiefs. Turnaround by Jade Kirby and missed it, out of bounds. Back to Kickapoo. Oh, no, they reversed
I think that ball got tipped by number 34, India Green. I thought she tipped that shot.
Yeah, I think the official meant to he just pointed the wrong way. Sometimes you'll see that. And so Republic maintains possession with 4:45 left of the first. Annabelle down low to Kirby.
Ooh,
back up top to Ronneberger.
Hit
the three. That's big.
Good patience.
Yep.
We moved the ball, several passes. We're going to have to do that.
And I really think the Lady Tigers can speed up and turn over Kickapoo.
Absolutely.
And they did it there. 6-5, and Republic gets the ball back and a chance to take the lead after falling behind early.
Sort of a 1-3-1 look, really extended look on this zone by Kickapoo.
Yeah, they're really coming up high, even on the wings. It's almost kind of a 3.
It's
3-2.
It's definitely a matchup. Yep. That's a spot. It's been open so far.
Yeah, and really, Jade Kirby just missed some open looks there, but that's been there almost every time down.
I think anytime that's tough. That's just size winning out right there.
Yep.
Republic was in a good spot defensively and unable to make a play just off height.
Ronneberger got back and almost stole it, and kind of her getting in there almost caused the pass to be thrown away. But again, like you said, just the size. Bartlesmeyer's wide open.
Good shot for us.
Missed it and didn't block out.
Get back.
Pull up in the lane is good by Leah Frederick. Her first points, back to a 3-point lead for Kickapoo. 10-7 with 3 minutes exactly left to go in the first quarter.
Let's see if we cannot get the ball into the middle of the court.
Well, Jade Kirby is ice cold to start things off. That is not the player that I think Jim Pendergrass probably wants dribbling up the court is Green. She finally got rid of it. Almost stolen away, but Delaney Smith commits the foul.
Yeah, foul in the front court. Delaney's trying to be aggressive and get a steal. Got called for a foul. Yeah, Jay, we had a good look the last time down the court. I think we'll take that most nights. She's a good 3-point shooter. They are just going to try to pound it down. We've got to be able to keep it out of the lane.
Rachel Sen, 6'1" sophomore.
I think if you're a coach right there, it's really hard. We've got 3 or 4 bodies in the lane, and they're just kind of out jumping us at this point. So they're making an effort to make sure they get it in, pound it down in the lane, and we've got to do a good job of keeping it out of there. I know it sounds pretty simple, but.
Nice move by Ronneberger. She just took it down among the trees and put it up and in. 5 points for her.
Good touch.
2 minutes left in the first.
There's that yo-yo, forces a skip, high.
Oh, a block, and I don't know that.
It's a big call. That gives Clara 2.
And I don't know that both officials blew the whistle, but I don't think they both were going to call a block. So that's just a matter of kind of a 50-50.
Caitlin Ragsdale and
Shaylin Barrett.
Shaylin Barrett, just came in.
3 no good, but another offensive board by Kickapoo. That was Fauntleroy. It's 14-9 Kickapoo. 1:44 left.
I'm not sure Kickapoo's made a basket outside the paint. They made a 15-foot jumper, but I don't think anything else.
And then layup, that's Savannah Powell-Goodman, who checked in while we weren't looking. We didn't see her come in. Unless you said, I didn't see her. Now a steal by Hallie Bartlesmeyer. 1:24 left in the first. Bucket here would be helpful. Jazzy Kirby's out there, and there's a 3 from Powell-Goodman. Missed it. A good look. She's been pretty good from the arc. But another 1 and out. Open 3. No good. And that time Republic blocks out, and Ragsdale grabs the board with 1 minute exactly left in the first. In the middle to Barrett. A lot of space in the middle of that zone. Boy, I like on a walk call on Jazzy Kirby. I like it if they can get it to Powell-Goodman there at the free throw line with that space. If you get her there with the space, she's going to be able to create off of that. And I think that's a good situation for Lady Tigers.
Yeah, you can tell they've made an effort to get it to the free throw line. And certainly anytime you can attack a defense in the middle of the floor, it breaks it down. So I think we'll continue to see them try to get the ball to the free throw line and in the middle of the lane, especially if they're going to extend the pressure up like that and leave that there. There it is right there. Could have dropped it down real quick, but you got to kick out.
Ragsdale missed the 3. Barrett blocked out and then never grabbed the ball. And tipped away by Jazzy Kirby out of bounds. It's going to stay with Kickapoo, I think. Yep.
Man, when we got the ball to the free throw line right there, the defense was broke down. And we really got to be able to dump that ball down because we had an open player on the block and make, attack from there. So
this is a big possession. 7 seconds left in the quarter, and they hit a 3.
Hurry. We got to hurry. Got to get it off. Go.
And they didn't get a shot off. So we come to the end of the first quarter, and Kickapoo in control early. It is 17-9. Lady Chiefs at the end of 1. We're going to take a break and be back with more after this. Hines Street Pharmacy will deliver prescriptions right to your door, and they can often save you money compared to what you're paying at the big box pharmacies. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference. Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavensentflowers.com. When you're looking to buy or sell a home in Republic, you want someone who knows this market and who also knows marketing. You want the team at Sue Carter Real Estate Group. They're innovative, hardworking, and committed to helping you. The Sue Carter Real Estate Group. It's about home. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, and you want one who'll do the job right. In Republic, that's Far Better Plumbing. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Every insurance company hopes you drive safely, but Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. Contact Republic agent Jesse Pritchett to learn more. That's Allstate agent Jesse Pritchett in Republic. Second quarter underway, and the Lady Tigers get the ball first, trailing 17-9. And another turnover, and here comes Kickapoo. Fauntleroy takes it all the way into the lane and travels. So,
well, she's 6'2" and just a freshman. Looks like she's going to be a really good player.
Yeah.
She continues to develop.
Now the lane goes Fronabarger, yep.
Yeah, back in with 2 fouls, got almost half the player at this point. She's going to get to the free throw line. She does a great job of that. We talked about that earlier. She's been to the free throw line 135 times this year already. So. I think for us to be successful here, she's got to play. Her getting in foul trouble is the worst thing that could have happened to us. It's too valuable. Made 2. See if we can put some pressure and trap Kickapoo.
Foul at the other end.
The problem is, I think, athletically we have the ability to trap them. Unfortunately, they're throwing over the top of the press because of their height. I mean, it's just I hate to keep harping on it, but it's a really distinct advantage they have in this game right now. Kickapoo, 1 foul so far tonight. That's something to keep an eye on. I think, as long as they are, and, you have to use shot fakes and get in the lane, maybe get their girls up in the air, especially right here. There's a good pass.
Yeah, and they put Bartlesmeyer there in the middle that time and let her turn and create, and then a foul. Kickapoo at the other end.
Yeah, foul on Fauntleroy coming over the back of Clara. That 3 right there is probably a little deeper than you want. We did have really good ball movement. I like the way we attacked it there. Got a good look, but just maybe a little deeper than you want.
Carly Ward checks in, and she got that pass from Fronabarger. It's Bartlesmeyer, Fronabarger, long 3 by Bartlesmeyer. Really, I thought that was going to come back down and go through. And both Kirby's out there, along with Carly Ward and Fronabarger and Bartlesmeyer. 6.5 left in the second quarter.
Got to get some help there on the weak side.
And they did, and got the miss, but 2 putback opportunities, and then that time Carly Ward got position and blocked out, and I think that's going to be on Rachel Simmons.
So critical. We just can't rebound with them unless we're going to be great at blocking out. They're just, we're talking 5 inches per person here. I mean, really, you look down the roster, that's really what it is.
6 minutes, under 6 minutes now left. Bartlesmeyer in the middle.
Good cut by Hallie.
Just missed the shot. They're getting that look they want, but just not able to hit it.
Got to get back now. They broke the...
That's an open look from the sideline. No good. Another offensive board, but...
Get on it.
Boy, lid on the bucket that time.
Fortunate.
Republic got lucky that time.
Claire's pushing it.
And Bartlesmeyer hits the 3, and just like that, it's down to 3. And a block. Jazzy Kirby in the backcourt. Looking at my individual scoring, and I am off a point. I had Fronabarger and Bartlesmeyer both with 3s in the first quarter, but I think one of them might have just been a 2. I had Fronabarger with 5 and Bartlesmeyer with 3 in the first. There's no scoring on the scoreboard, individual scoring, so I can't check it. But anyway, I'll give you my totals, and they'll just be unofficial from here on out. And another good job blocking out that time down.
Yeah, Annabelle, nice job.
Green commits her first, and that's 14 fouls on Kickapoo with 5:04 left in the half. 17-14. Republic has
hanging in there.
Yeah, they've not played very well, and they're in the game. Bartlesmeyer. Yep, hit it. That's the range she's so good at. And if they let her have that catch and stay away.
Interesting to see if they take their wings defensively and start moving them back.
Timeout called by Jim Pendergrass. I don't know if he called that timeout before she was sliding, but he got it anyway. 17-16 with 4:39 left to go in the second quarter. Republic on a little bit of a mini run, and we'll take a quick break and be back with more after this.
Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Destiny Church wants to create a revolution through serving, and part of that is recognizing student athletes who make a difference by volunteering. If you know someone like that, email me, David@RepublicTigersports.com, and we may feature them in a future Sirolution page in our Republic Tiger Sports magazine, sponsored by Destiny Church.
Skip pass, ball in the corner, down low. Great job by Annabelle setting her feet and not allowing the offensive player to get any movement. Drew a charge. Great job.
Mentioned during the boys' game that she's the record holder for charges taken, and she did it there, and that's a key one. And now, don't look now. Republic's got a chance to take the lead, as rough as they've looked at times here in this first half.
Yeah, I think we're adjusting to their height a little bit, and I think we were also fortunate a couple times. They missed some makeable shots, but hey, our kids are playing really hard, and I think we're doing a better job than we were at the beginning of the game in terms of forcing them into some tougher shots. And certainly the last couple possessions we've limited them to one shot, which is huge. Or none with some steals. So.
Yep, and we've made some shots on the offensive end, and that shot blocked, but Annabelle ends up with it. Threw up a kind of a wild shot, but it ended up going to Delaney Smith, and now Frontebarger missed the shot, and there comes Smith on the baseline to get the offensive board. Bartlesmeyer for three, missed everything, out of bounds. That one was maybe forced up a little bit.
Yeah, a little deeper, like we said earlier, probably a little deeper than we wanted. She'd probably like to have that one back, but Hallie's a volume shooter, and when she gets going, she is really, really effective, and she's proven she can make a lot of shots. So sometimes when you have a person like that, you have to let them shoot. Good job of Kickapoo breaking the press and getting an open look there.
Yeah, Barrett was wide open on the baseline and hit it from about 8 feet. Back to a three-point lead.
There we go.
Down to Bell. Nice movement.
Right there again. That's what I'm talking about. Their wings are extending so far. When we get the ball to the high post, if we're able to move the ball down early and we can get a layup. Good
three is off. Yep, Annabelle got position, and it goes out of bounds off of Kickapoo. Yep. She had position on Sen. 2:59 left in the half. And again, Republic a chance to take the lead, trailing 19-18.
So that's probably that was the big post player for the boys' name as well. So probably little brother-sister combo there.
Patience on this possession. Frontebarger thought about a three. Bartlesmeyer will take it. Looks good from where we're standing, and it was just short. It was right on line, but just didn't have quite enough on it. Smith on defense all the way up.
Pounding her.
Yep. 2.5 left in the half. Down the lane, scoop shot no good, and again, Frontebarger with position. Lost the ball, but it went to Jade Kirby. Crossover between a couple of defenders, and Republic slows things down again.
See if we can be patient and work the ball to that high post area. We've been really good when we've done that. We need to spread the floor.
Frontebarger takes a long three, but again, Delaney Smith.
She's had 3 or 4 offensive balls. We are not bashful.
No, and Bartlesmeyer drains it, and Republic leads it.
So we talked about earlier, we have a good shooter. Sometimes you just let them shoot.
And tipped out of bounds off of Kickapoo. So Republic gets it back, leading by 2, under 2 to go in the half. And here comes Savannah Powell-Goodman in for Delaney Smith.
What a great quarter this has been for our girls. Outscored them 12-2, I believe.
Yep, 12-2.
Just limiting their offensive rebounds has been huge. Kickapoo's done a fairly decent job this half of breaking the press. But we've done a good job of playing defense and limiting their shots to one or two shots per time instead of early in the game they were getting 3 and 4. So
yeah. And really just there were times early in the game where in the half-court offense, they found that gap where they needed to be. It was obvious they knew that's where they were going from the start, and then they didn't convert on open shots. And sometimes you're just going to miss shots that you normally make. And so they've hit a couple of those now, and things have kind of turned around a little bit.
Yeah, that high post area, it's been good. Little, I'm not sure. Okay. They're matching up their man on Hallie all the way around. So kind of a box and one or diamond and one.
Now Goodman. Oh, everything but went down.
Really good.
Yep. She had a good look. 1.5 left.
Just a sophomore. She's going to be a good player.
That's going to be a block on Annabelle. And Republic's fans not very happy about that, but I think that might have been a good call. She just barely was moving. Well, now that I watched the replay, I'm not so sure she was moving.
Yeah, I thought she had good position. It's a tough call either way.
Yeah, it was close.
She probably, one thing that Fauntleroy came in on the side, it really wasn't square contact. It's just one foul on her, and really the fouls have slowed down. We started out the game with 5 or 6 fouls. Seems like it's slowed down a lot also.
So missed 1 of 2, and with 1:22 left, it's 21-20 Republic.
See if we can't figure something out here. Great job by Clara. She penetrated. Look, I've talked about it a lot. If you get in the middle, they're going to overextend on the wing. You can get the ball into the inside of the lane. It breaks it down and gives you an opportunity to get layups. And she did a good job penetrating and weren't quite able to finish so let's see how we do at the free throw line.
Made the first one.
Probably haven't shot him a lot.
Only hitting about 50% for the year. Well, I could have sworn that she was a better free throw shooter than that, but it's about 50%.
She shot a lot. She's went to the line 53 times, 54 now. So
she's got what coaches call a motor. She never stops, and when she is in there, she is around the ball. And that time didn't block out though, and Rachel Sen went back up and put it back in. Back down to 1, 23-22 Republic. Caitlin Ragsdale is in there with Delaney Smith, Bartlesmeyer, Barrett, and Savannah Powell-Goodman. So different look here for the Lady Tigers. 4 guards and Barrett.
Yeah, Kickapoo is kind of a matchup zone. It's really a diamond and one on Hallie. We've got to try to get somebody else in the middle of that lane, I would think. Hallie was doing that for a while.
Yeah.
She was the flasher into the high post, and now they're taking that away with playing her man and trying to face guard her and keep the ball out of her hands, but somebody else has got to get in there and pick up the slack for that.
13 seconds left in the half, and a three is good! And Delaney Smith draws a foul.
That's huge. That's huge. Delaney, that's not her game. She doesn't step out and shoot a lot. But plays great D and does a lot of other things. Obviously, she's rebounded well, and that's a huge shot. And to make it potentially a 4-point play, that's big.
Hallie Bartlesmeyer went nuts and missed the free throw. So not a 4-point play, but we've got a blocking foul in the backcourt on Caitlin Ragsdale.
That's just inexperience.
Yep.
Young player, hasn't played a lot of varsity. Don't really want to foul 40 feet away from the basket there, but she'll learn.
8.3 remaining, so
hopefully we can get a miss here and get it down and get one last shot. Clara Frontenberger checking back in for offense here. Coach Flood wisely had her out playing defense so she didn't get that third foul.
That's big that you can get her out here for this last possession. Kickapoo does have somebody on the line this time instead of dropping back. Chloe Merced hits the first one.
Need to block out. Definitely don't want to give him another shot here. Got the 8 seconds. Hopefully we can push the ball up and get a good look here. Gotta go.
Down to 5 seconds. Frauenberger to Bartlesmeyer. She's open. Missed it. And that's going to take us to halftime. But boy, at the end of the first quarter, I would not have put down a lot of money on the idea that Republic would be in the lead at half. The way it, not only the score, but just the way they played.
Right.
They really turned it around, and they lead it at halftime, 26-24. We're going to take a break and be back with our Gold Medal Gyms halftime show after this timeout.
Right.
Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated with exceptional customer service when you need it most. Switch and save with Central Gas Propane. Call them at 725-3833 or visit their website at centralgasmo.com. Black Lab Coffee is more than just amazing coffee. It's the locally owned coffee shop where you can drop in, be greeted by name, and enjoy a quiet place to work or some peaceful conversation. Black Lab Coffee at 545 East Elm Street in Republic. Farmers Insurance has been providing quality, affordable insurance since 1928. In Republic, Farmers Agent Nathan Dixon has a game plan for all your insurance needs. That's Farmers Agent Nathan Dixon. Call him at 732-2900. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order online at roccositaliankitchen.net or with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza. Pasta. Perfection. Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, or in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. They help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Since 1986, Yoakum Automotive has been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. Schedule an appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com. Here's a slam dunk for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Call her at 732-1414 or find her online at sarahrader.com. Whether you're moving out or you just can't live with that dirty carpet one more day, call Floor Gypsy. They'll take care of your carpets, stone tile, and grout, and they do commercial and residential cleanings. Call them at 425-7798. Floor Gypsy. They see clean in your future.
Welcome back to Lady Tigers basketball. State sectionals, Republic against Kickapoo, and Lady Tigers lead it at halftime, 26-24. Republic trailed 17-9 at the end of the first quarter, but they outscored Kickapoo 17-7 in the second quarter to take a 2-point lead into the halftime break. Individual scoring first for Kickapoo, they were led by India Green with 6 points, 5 for Leah Frederick, 4 points for Rachel Sin, 3 for Bella Fauntleroy, 2 for Maddie Barrett, 2 for Chloe Merced, and 2 for Macy Conway. For Republic, Hallie Bartlesmeyer led the way with 10 points, 7 for Clara Frauenberger, 5 for Delaney Smith, 2 for Shaylin Barrett, and Annabelle had 2 as well for Republic as they lead it 26-24 at halftime. Here in our Gold Medal Gyms halftime show, I'm joined by football coach Dustin Baldwin, who's been kind enough to step in as our analyst tonight. And later on in the game, I'm going to see if I can get him to second guess some coaches.
That's not going to happen. I can promise you that.
Well, they always say that announcers think that they could coach better than the coaches, and then you volunteered to come up here, so now I know it goes the other way. also, now let's talk about the first half. Republic, as we mentioned, the first quarter didn't go very well, but they really turned it around in the second quarter and got back into it, took the lead.
Yeah, by the eye test, I thought, honestly, just speaking honestly, I felt like after the first quarter we were going to have a long night.
Yeah.
I think, but really proud of the way our girls responded after that first quarter. The things they didn't do well in the first quarter, they didn't block out, gave them a lot of points low in the paint, and that didn't happen in the second quarter. We, for whatever reason, whether we forced them or sped them up into taking shots they didn't want to take, or not allowing them to get the ball into the paint as easily, whatever it was, it didn't happen in the second quarter as much as it did. And we mentioned early in the second quarter they missed a few chippies that they could have had, and then we had capitalized off that and began to make some shots, and we were able to get the ball in the lane and make a few layups, and then we made some threes. And when you're able to play inside out, it's huge. I think sometimes if we don't settle for those threes all the time, we're able to push the ball into the paint and then kick it back out. We're going to be opened on the outside more. So great job responding by our girls.
Yeah, it's not so much that they're taking those threes, but it's kind of when in the possession they're taking them rather than working the ball in and then kicking it back out. They're, especially in that first quarter, they were taking shots that more like they were settling for shots, and then as they were more patient.
That is who we are. I mean, we shoot a lot of jumpers.
Yes.
I don't want to, but I think when we were more patient, we did get the ball inside and work it inside out. It opened up the outside more too.
Yep. Holly Bartlesmeyer had 10, and she struggled in the first. They did a good job, really, of keeping the ball away from her that last 3 or 4 minutes. They went to that kind of diamond and one or box and one look, and she had a hard time getting the ball at all. She had an open look there on the last possession, but it was off the mark.
And it was 30 feet. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was a long shot.
It'll be interesting to see how we handle that, what Kickapoo did the last 3 minutes. Are we going to have somebody else that we try to work the ball into the high post and make plays from there? I think Clara can do a great job of that. She can make that shot, but she can also pass the ball efficiently to spots on the floor. So I would look for that to happen. If they continue to stay in that look, us try to get the ball to her, and that means somebody else has to handle the basketball in the front court for us to get her the ball at the high post. So we'll see what Chris decides to do. He's done a good job all year and his whole career, and had a lot of success, and he's made some great second half adjustments in some games I've seen this year, so I've been really impressed.
Yeah, the third quarter has been not kind to Republic in the first 2 meetings against Kickapoo. I like the way that just the timing of it, they got to look at that defensive change by Kickapoo right before the break, but not just long enough for the players to kind of see it, and then they get to go back into the locker room and game plan against it. And so I think it sets up for a better third quarter performance this time than the first 2 times.
Right. If that's their answer, for Kickapoo, is that what they're going to try to stay in? Are they going to try to do something else? We had a couple other threes. Savannah, Powell, Goodman had one go in and out, and I think we had another one go in and out. We could easily had a little bigger lead even. So I thought it was just a great second quarter for sure.
So Republic leading by 2, 26-24, and they are 16 minutes away from a possible trip to the state quarterfinals. I've told a couple of people, I don't know that I've said it on the air, but I think this is, at least since I've been watching for the last 10 years closely, this is Chris Flood's best coaching job. I just think, for what this team is, from where they started, not only the improvement, but then to have Avelina Palqualo go down in the middle, he's done a great job to have this team in the state sectionals and knocking on the door of the state quarterfinals.
I agree. I've probably seen the girls about 7-8 times this year, and Chris has done a great job. Girls buy into their roles. They play hard. They play together. Do things right. You just watch them. They're well coached, and Chris does a tremendous job, and he's been doing it for a long time. I don't know how many wins he's got, but he's Been coaching for what, 20-some years now?
Well, he's got
head coach.
He won his 400th. It was the last win of last year was 400. So I guess if they're he's got 420.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Done a nice job, and I'm sure he's had a lot of great years. But you know, these girls he's done a good job with these girls, getting them to play their role and buy in. And so, just a great tradition. You know, when that tradition carries on from year to year, it makes it a lot easier as a coach, and he's done a good job.
Second half just about ready to start, and Kickapoo gets the ball first. Republic with a 2-point lead here early in the third quarter. Little step up jumper.
Nice shot out of the break for Kickapoo. They didn't make a lot of jumpers the first half. I think they made one other elbow jumper just like that, and that was about it.
Merced's got 4 points now.
Same defense they started out in. Two extended. No, they are man up on Hallie still. So we'll see what we decide to do or how to handle it. Great pass, great look. Oh, we got to chase that one.
Saved by Smith, but then went to Kickapoo, and then Kickapoo threw it away. So tried to get it ahead to Macy Conway. Conway is face guarding Bartlesmeyer. So that matchup is going to be big. But then, as we talked about at halftime, seeing what the rest of the team is able to do.
There's that high post, and she did not settle in there. So I'm going to try to work Hallie in, but again, Hallie's got somebody on her.
Jade Kirby's had a rough night. She hasn't scored yet and missed a couple of shots pretty badly. Fronabarger's open. Off the back iron, no good. And boy, Jade Kirby was right there and just had the ball taken away from her by Green, who's so much bigger, as you said. And now a hard foul at the other end by Annabelle. Stopped at the bucket.
Good hard foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul.
Yep. Get your money's worth, and don't let her make it. So did a nice job.
So Bell commits her second, and Macy Conway tries to give Kickapoo the lead. And she does.
Macy Conway, one shot.
Conway's got 3 points now. She's a freshman.
Yeah, they're young. A lot of young players for Kickapoo on the floor.
Missed the second one, and Green
cannot let that happen. She's probably got 8 or 10 rebounds already tonight. She's a big girl, rebounds well.
Fronabarger down the lane, out of bounds off of Green, or off of Fauntleroy, rather. And Fronabarger will need to do more of that and maybe get to the free throw line.
Here. Kickapoo's in man. First time I've seen him play that tonight, so see how we respond.
Republic, could be my imagination, but already looked a little more comfortable to me on that possession, just going against the man-to-man defense, but then missed the shot and threw it away again. Tried to throw it ahead to Conway.
Yeah.
Kickapoo's just making enough mistakes to let Republic hang around.
Yeah, 5 points, 5-0 this half for Kickapoo already, but 2 turnovers. Have taken away 2 opportunities to make that lead even bigger for them. So, on the other hand, we have not had very good possession so far this half. Haven't really been able to get a good look. Credit to Kickapoo. I mean, like we said, they're long and play good defense.
Yep. 6 minutes, just under 6 left in the third quarter, and they lob it all the way up top to Delaney Smith.
Good shot fake by Jade there, but Fauntleroy helped off and
missed it off the back iron, and again the size plays out, and now Bartlesmeyer commits the foul. Reached in on Merced. Boy, it looked like Jade Kirby had position, but
yeah, India Green, I think has to have 10, 11 rebounds.
Yeah. Got to be close to that.
She's had a lot of them, and most of them are ones you feel like as the ball's coming down we're going to get, and she kind of goes over the top and uses her size and strength and pulls it away from us.
Yeah, was that blocked? Yeah, that was partially blocked. I was going to say that's one of the worst shots I've ever seen if it wasn't deflected. So, all right, Kickapoo will keep it. 5.5 left in the third. You talk about rebounding against that size. You've just got to get a body on them and push them out. I mean, you can't.
When the ball's in there, we're not going to go over the top of them. If it comes down to just jumping and who's going to high point the ball, and get it higher, it's going to be them.
Great nice. Pass. Yep, nice look.
Fake the dribble handoff, slip the hedge on the screen, and then found Annabelle for a layup. Really nice play by Clara.
Jade Kirby out, Jazzy Kirby in. So 4 starters and Jazzy Kirby in place of Jade Kirby. Still just a 1-point game.
Charge, block.
They call a shooting foul. Oh, and Republic fans not very happy about it.
Clara Froneberg is still down.
Boy, that is not.
It's definitely set. Hard to.
Well, they call it. I guess they called it on Bartlesmeyer.
They called it on 3.
Yeah, they called it on Bartlesmeyer, so they said she reached.
Gotcha.
So if that was contact, then I guess that's a good call, actually. And Frauenbarger just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So Bartlesmeyer has to check out.
It's her second in about a minute.
First free throw good, second one no good.
Jazzy Kirby has the ball, top of the key. Good pass. We've got to score it right here.
Pal Goodman, boy, how many passes in the lane. And then a held ball.
Stays here.
They just, Kickapoo's so big that they kept passing it. They were making good interior passes. And usually if you make an interior pass like that, the other player is going to be open. But Kickapoo had so many long arms down there that
they're able to retreat and get back and stop shots from happening, and did it again there. So double dribble, or walk.
So 4:28 left in the third. Kind of a sloppy third quarter. It was 26-24 Republic at halftime. So Republic's only scored 4 points, but Kickapoo's only scored 6. No, Republic's only scored 2, I should say.
Yeah, this quarter. And the possessions really have not, been great.
Delaney Smith. Shot fake, now throws it to Pal Goodman, and the ball ends up on the ground, and I think Republic's going to get bailed out by a foul. Delaney Smith missed a couple of layups in the last couple of weeks, and I wonder after the shot fake if she just thought, well, I'm going to give it off to Pal Goodman, who was looked like she was open, but I don't think she was expecting to pass.
Yeah, it's tough. Tight quarters, and probably should have just went up with that. And
Pal Goodman strong with the ball.
Yeah, good cut. Good grabbing the ball in traffic and going up against what we've seen as a tough defender and shot blocker in India Green, and
that's 3 on her. Pal Goodman still looking for her first points. Shaylin Barrett checks in for Annabelle. 4 minutes exactly left in the third quarter. Annabelle goes to the bench. She's got the only field goal in the third quarter for Republic. And again, another free throw miss. Not been a good free throw shooting night for the black and orange. The boys struggled at the line. There's a turnover. She carried it. So Republic gets it back, and Kickapoo continues to just make mistakes enough to let Republic hang around. Frauenbarger, nice pass in the lane to Barrett, trying to get free. Held ball, alternating possession, back to Kickapoo. This game has
full court pressure.
Oh, this will speed it up a little bit.
Yep.
That's been successful for Republic in the past.
It has. It did a great job against Willard, turned that game around there late. And it was about this time in that game as well.
Yeah.
Mid-third quarter when we started pressing. There it is.
And, yep, fell down and forced the turnover. Bartlesmeyer.
Good kick, good find.
Missed the shot.
Right. Kirby ran it down. Is that Jazzy?
Yep.
Get those girls
again open. And she hit it that time. And Republic takes the lead, 31-28, or rather 31-30.
Good kick there. Another, Clara Frauenberger found her, missed it. Jazzy got the rebound, kicked it back to her, and she was able to hit it.
Chris Flood wanted a push foul as Frauenberger went flying backwards, and that time he gets it. Yep. And that's, I think, a matter of getting in the official's ear and making him watch for it. And then the second time,
well, that's just Clara affecting the game with her defense. She does it all the time. And you watch a game and she's super consistent in terms of forcing you to do things you don't want to do and speed you up and hustles and just does a great job on the defensive end.
2:45 left in the third quarter. Republic has taken a 1-point lead. Jazzy Kirby open and hits it. Jazzy Kirby, her first points. And it's a 4-point lead for Republic. 34-30 and almost a steal by Barrett. Out of bounds off of Barrett.
We have really shown we can be effective pressing people out of that press.
And what?
With our lack of size, it's really a good thing we can,
Yeah. And one thing that's kind of a side benefit of that is the half-court defense from Kickapoo, after we turn them over, doesn't really get set, and we've had open looks that we haven't had. And another steal by Delaney Smith.
Pulls it out. Probably wisely.
Yeah, she didn't have numbers.
She might shoot that. She's not timid.
Yeah, nobody in a Lady Tiger uniform is, I don't think. 2:05 left in the third quarter.
It's a good quality to have.
Yep. Frauenberger between the defenders. Jazzy Kirby wide open. Wow. Hit it again! 2 threes for Jazzy Kirby, and Republic leads by 7. 37-30. Timeout Kickapoo.
Wasn't it just a minute ago we said we had only scored 2 points this half, and Clara Frauenberger again, Jazzy Kirby's made 2 huge shots. But Clara Frauenberger, again, getting into the middle of the lane and then kicking it to an open player. And obviously Jazzy hit it. That's a deep 3 for 2 in a row. But I just can't stress enough how great of a job that is by Frauenberger, finding the open player.
Yeah, it's an 11-1 run by Republic. They trailed 29-26. And now it is 37-30. Republic with a 7-point lead. So what a turnaround. The press played a big role in that.
Yeah, we'll see if we stay in it. I know against Willard, I don't think we ever came out of it, did we, the last quarter and a half?
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe a couple of possessions, but they were pretty consistently in it, and they stay in it now.
See how Kickapoo handles it here. Pretty easily that time. They did a nice job just reversing the basketball up the floor. A little trap.
Forced the turnover, traveling on sand. Barrett was in position. Cut her off, and here comes Green.
It's very obvious that, they've missed her in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Kickapoo doesn't want to be sped up. They don't want to play fast. And our girls are doing a good job of making them do it. So
1:35 left in the third. Republic with a 7-point lead after trailing by 8 at the end of the first quarter. So they've outscored Kickapoo by 15 in the last 15 minutes. And they're just going to slow it down a little bit. I don't know if they'll hold it all the way till the end. 1:15 left in the quarter. Bodies flying.
That's fine. I think Coach Flood would be just fine with us holding the ball for another minute here with a 7-point lead and taking the last shot of the quarter. We'll see how we handle it, but
the defense not really extending out to make the
to
now
me,
they are going to.
This is our advantage. I mean, Claire's going to go right around a player like that out 25 feet from the basket. So they don't have a person that matches up well with her out there. If that's what they wanted, I think this is great.
She may take it all the way in. She hit the shot. Nine points for Fronebarger and another turnover, I think.
Off Kickapoo,
Yep, out of bounds, back to Republic. A 9-point lead in the ball with 24.9 remaining. And Clara Fronebarger walks it up under 20.
Want to take the last shot here. Shoot it.
Looks like they want a trap, but foul up top. That's 14 fouls now on Kickapoo. 11.2 remaining.
Yeah, they have a lot of size, but they're really struggling to, you get down 9. If we're able to extend this lead, I think they're going to really struggle because I don't think they can put pressure on us. I think they can pack it in and play zone and make it hard on us.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be very difficult for them.
Double pump by Fronebarger, missed the shot, ball loose, and a foul against.
It's okay. It's not going to hurt you.
Yeah, not a free throw situation, so Barrett reached in and committed the foul.
Just want to scoot back here, not allow anything free, but definitely don't want to let them throw a deep one either. Just make them take a long shot here.
Well, that's a good pass.
Yeah, it was.
That's a long one. At the Ozark game, they put Fronebarger in. I don't know if you heard the coaches show the next week. I asked Chris Flood about it. He said, he was kind of laughing. He said, we said, okay, who's got the best baseball arm? Who could? And Clara said, I do. So she stepped up, and then she threw it short of half court.
Yeah.
But he said, if she got it far enough that if Ozark makes that shot, that's just one of those things. It would have been a miracle anyway. But he was kind of laughing. She definitely wanted to make that pass, and then it got intercepted, but Ozark didn't convert. So into the third, going to the fourth, Republic has a 39-30 lead.
Yeah, great second part to that quarter. Started off really slow, but wow. I think and really led by 2 sophomores, Jazzy Kirby making 2 big threes, and I'm just really impressed with the way Clara's playing. It's not about, I'm not talking really about scoring. You don't see a lot. She affects the game in so many ways right now with defense and rebounding and assists and just doing a lot of different things and handling the ball the bulk of the time, and just a great player, just playing really well right now.
Score of any athletic events generally forgotten over time, but the action of players and coaches and spectators leave a lasting impression. Next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities tomorrow. This message brought to you by Republic Tiger Sports and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Fourth quarter, Lady Tigers get the ball first. Jazzy Kirby takes it in, layup too hard. Maybe a little out of control at the end of that.
It's a good idea. It really was. She beat the pressure. I think she's just got to get herself under control.
But then at the other end, shot missed by Merced, and Republic gets it back.
I think anytime you can force Kickapoo to take a 15-footer, we're in good shape. That's what we want.
Ooh, knocked away by Merced, but out of bounds. Republic outscored Kickapoo 13-6 in that third quarter.
Good kick again by Clara. Jazzy really didn't get a good catch there.
Yeah, she kind of bobbled it and had position, and now, oh boy, almost got a second offensive rebound.
You really want to probably not shoot the ball. Easier said than done, but you don't get a good catch off a kick out. You got a shot fake and drive or move the ball, but
good defensive play on that last possession down there by Annabelle. She got back and got her hands up and forced the turnover as Kickapoo tried to avoid the charge.
Here. Oh, good job dribbling out of it. Oof.
Chris Flood called the timeout before she got out of it. You see that a lot. the player ends up getting out of the pickle, but by the time they do, the coaches bail them out with a timeout.
So you're seeing Kickapoo come out and double team. I think what I would look for going forward is, are we able to dribble through it like we've been doing and breaking? Because we've seen success already doing it. It's hard for us because we can't throw over it.
Right.
So I don't know that that's going to be possible. You know, I mean, you'd have to fake the pass and throw around it, but to me, the opportunity to dribble through it is going to be there. And can we handle the pressure? Can we handle the ball without turning it over? And I think if we can do that, I think we can get some open layups on the back end.
13 points for Hallie Bartlesmeyer, leads Republic. And Frontenbarger had checked out, but now she's going to check right back in.
That wasn't very long. I don't know what happened there.
I think he wanted to get her back in, and maybe he wasn't able to. Yeah, I'm not sure. Bartlesmeyer, shot fake.
Okay. Good pass. Ooh, really want to look at that.
She walked. Bell got the ball at the free throw line.
If she had that to do over, she'd probably square up and look at it.
Yep. Well, she got it, and she. At first, I thought she was going to turn and throw it into the backcourt. She thought somebody was behind her, and there was nobody there. And then kind of misplayed it. Now Bartlesmeyer almost with a steal, and again pressure by Republic. 6:20 left in the game. Republic still leading by 9. And
on the floor.
Yeah. Yep. So we talked about the third quarter being the key to both of the first meetings, and in both of those games, Kickapoo had controlled the game in the third quarter, and this time it's Republic outscoring Kickapoo 13-6 in the third, and the press a big part of that.
Yeah, really, it started when we started pressing, maybe right before. I find it's a good block out right there.
Yeah, Pau Goodman got a body on her.
Talked about that. We had to do that. Looking back, we started pressing at the 3 or 4 minute mark. Same thing that Coach Flood did against Willard. So I don't know if that's kind of his time, but when he decides, waited for that and set on it, but certainly was effective again. Back in the zone for Kickapoo. Good
Goodman.
look. Oh,
that's a shot she's usually pretty solid with. Didn't get that one.
Good job of getting back. Good steal.
A lot of times.
Guess who?
Yep, the ball looked like it's going out of bounds, and Clara Frontenbarger is the only one who can get to it.
Good
and a follow by Jade Kirby, and it's 11, double digits. Well, they gave it to Delaney Smith. Was that Delaney Smith?
Could have been a moving screen there, but that's the first time I've really seen him break the press for a score.
Yeah.
So, as many turnovers as we've gotten, I think that's well worth it. Oh, good pass.
Another good look. Another shot and bucket by Jade Kirby. And it's 43-32, and Kickapoo calls timeout. 5:11 left to the game. And the Lady Tigers, 5 minutes and 11 seconds from a trip to the state quarterfinals. We'll take a break and be back with more after this. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online to chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Hines Street Pharmacy will deliver prescriptions right to your door, and they can often save you money compared to what you're paying at the big box pharmacies. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference. Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavensentflowers.com. More pressure by Republic. Kickapoo breaks it. They've got numbers. They bobbled the ball and walked. And another turnover by Kickapoo. And again, they beat the pressure, but they were sped up, and that led to a mistake. 5:03 left in the game, and now Kickapoo is going to press a little bit. Hasn't done much to Republic.
No, I don't think that's going to hurt us.
Beat it pretty easily. Braunebarger weaves in and out. Bartlesmeyer thought about a long three and passed it up.
Triple here. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Braunebarger tried to throw it through the triple team and threw it too far. And a miss at the other end, but a follow back up and in by Green. Green's been pretty quiet.
You got to have somebody else here to throw to. Pass to. Be smart. Don't.
Jazzy Kirby
Good
up
kick.
top to Bartlesmeyer, wide open.
Yeah.
And they broke down the defense and did it again, and it's a 12-point lead.
Good look. Very good look. Off dribble penetration. Really, I mean, you can look back through the whole game. When we've scored, it's been off dribble penetration, whether it be a layup or a kick out for a three. Getting the ball inside has been key for us.
And a timeout called by Kickapoo to avoid a 10-second call. 4:02 left in the game. Another break. We'll be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
When you're looking to buy or sell a home in Republic, you want someone who knows this market and who also knows marketing. You want the team at Sue Carter Real Estate Group. They're innovative, hardworking, and committed to helping you. The Sue Carter Real Estate Group. It's about home. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, and you want one who'll do the job right. In Republic, that's Far Better Plumbing. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Every insurance company hopes you drive safely, but Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. Contact Republic agent Jesse Pritchett to learn more. That's Allstate agent Jesse Pritchett in Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics.
Back at the O'Reilly Family Event Center, and a blocking foul called on Savannah Powell-Goodman. Republic coaches and players and fans not very happy with that. Let's see, Powell-Goodman got over there, and she did slide over a little bit. I think that's probably the right call. And that's the 6th team foul on the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, one from the bonus. Hey, we're up 12, and we got 3:50 to go, so I think we're in a great spot. Let's see if we can finish this off.
At this point, really, if you take care of the ball, you don't turn it over, and you make your free throws.
Yeah. Stranger things have happened. Long ways to go here.
Well, I mean, one thing in Republic's, aside from the score, obviously, another thing in Republic's favor is Kickapoo is not a team that's built to hit a ton of threes.
Right.
And, that's kind of what happened. That can happen at times where with Joplin, they hit some threes in that boys game and closed the gap real fast down the stretch. But you can't send them to the line either and let them score with the clock stopped very often, or that ends up coming back to bite you too.
Yep, don't want to send them to the free throw line.
Missed the second one.
Good block out. Good rebound. Get it out of that corner, good. Oh, gosh, they're going to give up one on the back end if we can handle it. They're really extending their pressure way above the three-point line. Yeah,
they fouled her before she had a chance to get in there, but yeah, they've got
I've never seen
3 players beyond the top of the key.
They're out at the volleyball spike line.
Yeah.
It's almost triple team in the basketball. So if we can handle the pressure and beat it, we're going to get a layup on the back end, but that's just a matter of can we do that.
And again, Braunebarger threw it between a double team and almost threw it away.
Split the double team, and that's the right thing to do if you're able to do it, but you also can't be careless with it.
Bartlesmeyer was left open and just couldn't pass it up. I don't think that's a bad shot. I don't know that they wanted to shoot it that fast. And now Frauenbarger, what happened? We got a whistle.
Out of bounds on Claire.
Okay. All right. Couldn't tell from.
I think he just
signal.
pointed. It kind of looked like a foul, a point for a foul, but it was really just pointing for
the direction.
their ball. Yeah.
And missed everything, but another offensive board by Green and a foul against Republic.
It looked like pretty good defense.
Let's watch that one again.
Straight up. Didn't really, unless she just moved into her. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. She just had her hands up.
That missed the free throw.
That's 3 on her. She's got to be somewhat careful here, especially next time we're on defense, but it's getting late in the game and obviously not going to come out. But
And a foul going the other way.
Wow. So
I didn't know what that was till Jade Kirby started clapping.
I think they called Fauntleroy on a push from behind.
Oh, yeah, she kind of hooked her. And Frauenbarger kind of got tangled up in her arm. So we walk all the way to the other end.
Clara's about a almost 70% free throw shooter. Big 1-and-1 here. That's what we talked about, making free throws down the stretch. And we don't.
Missed it, and here comes Merced all the way down the lane, and Pau Goodman gets called for a block, and again, at the line, and the clock stops. 2:53 left. This last 30 seconds of clock time has taken forever, and it's still a 10-point lead, but two more free throws.
But if you're Kickapoo, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
So.
6 points now for Merced, and she's got one more. 46-37. I had left off 1 point earlier. So now we're all caught up on the scoreboard on the screen, and she hit them both. And it's 8.
8-point game, 2:53. We'll see. We got to handle the pressure and make free throws. You can't quit attacking. It's still just a little too early.
Yep. 2:45 left. Frauenbarger to Jazzy Kirby. And they're going to stretch out. And they leave the lane open, and Bartlesmeyer went to the basket, but then they closed that off, and so she pulled it out. So that was a good decision. Down to 2:23 left. Frauenbarger to Pau Goodman. They're doing the same thing they were doing earlier, but when they kick it, they're not looking to shoot. They're just keeping the possession alive. And a foul up top, Jazzy Kirby.
Yep. Good free throw shooter. Showed that last week.
Well, we know the pressure's not going to get to her. I don't know if she's going to hit these, but she showed that she can handle the pressure. She hit 4 free throws in the last 10 seconds of the district championship game, and then stole the ball at the other end when Willard had a chance, and then she missed that one. You can't make them all. But an 8-point lead, and down to 2:05 left. Merced working on Delaney Smith. She's double teamed. Dumps it inside, and a layup is up and good by Fauntleroy. She's got 5, and it's 46-40. So down to a 6-point lead for Republic. 1:48 left. And you kind of feel like the
timeout.
Yep. Chris Flood calls timeout. Kind of feel like the fire's gone out of Republic a little bit.
Yeah, it's tough spot. You get up 12, you want to take care of the ball, not take a bad shot, and then you start, all of a sudden you start getting a little passive. You miss a few free throws and then make some shots. So we're right back into the game here with 6 points.
1:42 left, 46-40 Republic. We'll take a quick break and be back with more after this. Destiny Church wants to create a revolution through serving, and part of that is recognizing student athletes who make a difference by volunteering. If you know someone like that, email me, David at republictigersports.com, and we may feature them in a future Sirolution page in our Republic Tiger Sports magazine, sponsored by Destiny Church. Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated with exceptional customer service when you need it most. Switch and save with Central Gas Propane. Call them at 725-3833 or visit their website at centralgasmo.com.
Ball stolen away in the backcourt. And Fauntleroy falls down and had to throw it up. And she's hurt. And now we've got a timeout, but
yeah, hopefully she's all right.
Yeah, that looked like a nasty spill. She slipped.
I think she's going to be
I think she's all right, yeah. She slipped. She knew she was going to travel, so she just kind of had to throw it up for grabs, and Republic got it back.
She did travel, but
yeah.
But glad she's all right.
Frauenbarger in the backcourt, 1:33 left. Numbers for Republic, but she pulls it back out again. Takes it all the way in.
There we go. Back to the free throw line.
Yep, and that is 9. So this will be 1-1, but from here on after this, it'll be 2 shots the rest of the way for Republic. 19 fouls on each team, so it'll be 2 shots for both sides all the way. And Frauenbarger hit the first one.
Nice job. Did a good job calming herself. Stick with her routine. Take a deep breath. Hit it.
She's got 10. Leads back to 7, so it's 3 possessions.
2 big ones right there. Very big shots.
1:24 left in the game. And the lead now 8.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the scoreboard right now. If we can score 2 or 4 more points, you have to expect to win this game. Just don't really see Kickapoo scoring that many points in a minute.
Yep. 1:10 left, and a rebound by Bartlesmeyer, and she's going to bring it up court and a reach in and a foul.
2. Great spot right here.
1:07 left.
And really in this game with some free throws.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 here would make it pretty difficult.
4 possessions.
Yeah, and for a team that doesn't shoot threes very much.
Yep.
And interesting that Chris Flood stayed in the press as Bartlesmeyer hits the first. Stayed
I
in the
would
press
too.
that last time because
it takes a while to get up the floor. And
and Kickapoo hasn't really beaten it and burned them more than maybe once all night. So I don't see why not. Hit them both. She's got 15. This team was 5-5 after the pink and white and a blocking foul called on Clara Frauenbarger. Says, what do I have to do to play defense?
That's 4 on her.
1:03 left. So 5-5 at the break. They'd lost to this Kickapoo team twice. And now if they can hold on here with 1:03 left, would be 21-8 and headed to the state quarterfinals. But still a little work to do here.
Going to make 2 subs here. Bringing in Jake Kirby and Savannah Powell. Free throw shooting, I assume.
1 more, so Merced hit them both. Back down to 8, 50-42. But a foul in the backcourt. 2 free throws for Frauenbarger. 57.7 seconds left. Delaney Smith will come back in to play defense.
This has been a long last 3.5 minutes
of
the game. I mean, it's really slowed down. A lot of free throws shot.
I can't believe it's only 9:05.
No.
They must have really sped through that first half. I missed that one.
Had made 4 in a row, so after missing a few 1-on-1s early in the quarter, had made 4 in a row going into that one. So see if we can get one here.
Made that one. Barely snuck it in. Chris Flood calls timeout. 9-point lead. It's 51-42. 57.7 seconds left. We'll take a timeout as well and be back with more. Thanks for watching Republic Lady Tigers basketball on Republic Tiger Sports.
Black Lab Coffee is more than just amazing coffee. It's the locally owned coffee shop where you can drop in, be greeted by name, and enjoy a quiet place to work or some peaceful conversation. Black Lab Coffee at 545 East Elm Street in Republic.
Farmers Insurance has been providing quality, affordable insurance since 1928. In Republic, Farmers Agent Nathan Dixon has a game plan for all your insurance needs. That's Farmers Agent Nathan Dixon. Call him at 732-2900. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order online at roccositaliankitchen.net or with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza. Pasta. Perfection. Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, or in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric.
Republic still pressing, killing time.
Merced in the lane, laid it up and in. And a quick timeout.
7 points.
So Merced.
Good job, Kickapoo, pushing the ball down the floor quickly. Good skip pass, good dribble drive off the reversal, and cut it to 7 points with 43.8 left.
Merced has 6 in this quarter and 11 in the game. And she's now tied for scoring honors for Kickapoo. India Green, the sophomore, has 11 as well.
It'll be interesting to see what Kickapoo does that they haven't already done. They've tried multiple defenses and different looks. Obviously, they have to be pressing here. The one thing they've let us throw it in and then tried to trap. Be interesting to see if they try to deny us the ball altogether. Full denial, or just to continue to try to trap and get turnovers. Obviously, they're long and have that length, and trapping makes it really hard, so we'll see.
7-point lead. It's going to be full court pressure and 43.8 seconds.
Man defense, they're going to try a full denial here, so yep, we got what we thought we might, and then they're going to trap.
Oh, and that's got to be intentional. She grabbed her jersey. Chris Flood, can't believe that's not an intentional foul. That was
with good reason. You can't see, like the original foul wasn't, shouldn't have been called intentional, but when you intentionally.
Yeah, we didn't start couldn't find the replay button. I just kept hitting the wrong place on the screen.
Definitely a full jersey grab there. So.
I guess maybe the foul, like you said, the initial foul wasn't intentional. She could have been grabbing her jersey to keep her from falling down. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
Sure, okay.
Barger makes the first. It's 52-44. She got 13. And talk about how the young talent for Kickapoo. I mean, Republic's not exactly an aging roster.
No,
this is going to be a great matchup for the next couple of years with all the talent that both of these teams have.
I think Republic's got a couple good ones coming up too.
Yeah.
So.
Quick bucket at the other end, no good, and a follow, no good.
Took it from her own player.
Yep, and the ball ends up on the ground. Bartlesmeyer comes away with it. And 26 seconds left. And they're starting to feel it. And that's 5 on Bella Fauntleroy. So Fauntleroy is finished, and she scored only 5 points. Chris Flood's got his 4 players other than Hallie Bartlesmeyer over on the sideline talking to them. Now he sends them on their way. They're not going to get in there and possibly foul.
Great win for these girls.
Yep.
You know, obviously we got 26 seconds left, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. You know, a team that had beaten them twice.
Yeah.
And really, since mid-third quarter, we were down mid-third quarter. They took the lead. First 3 minutes of the third quarter, Kickapoo had outplayed us. We weren't getting good shots, and since then it's been all Republic, and the girls have played well and responded. And awesome win for them.
3 is no good. 12 seconds left. And Republic.
Green just got her 50th rebound.
Yeah.
She's had a lot.
3 seconds left, and Republic headed to the quarterfinals.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans are reminded that entering the playing court at any time is not permitted if cooperation is appreciated.
Final score, Republic 55, Kickapoo 46, and the Lady Tigers will be in Bolivar on Saturday for the state quarterfinals with a trip to the Final Four on the line. This team that started 5-5 has turned it around and putting together a dream season. We're going to take a quick break, tally up scoring, but first we'll let you watch this celebration again. Now we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back to wrap up the broadcast after this timeout.
Scoring for the ball game.
Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. They help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Since 1986, Yoakum Automotive has been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. Schedule an appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com. Here's a slam dunk for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Call her at 732-1414 or find her online at sarahrader.com. Whether you're moving out or you just can't live with that dirty carpet one more day, call Floor Gypsy. They'll take care of your carpets, stone tile, and grout, and they do commercial and residential cleanings. Call them at 425-7798. Floor Gypsy. They see clean in your future.
In Bolivar, Missouri, Kansas Southwest Baptist University tip-off time, 2:45 p.m. You can follow all the playoff results from around the state. Just log on to www.
So if that announcement was right, the Lady Tigers will play at 2:45 on Saturday in the state quarterfinals. And I believe they get the winner of Rockbridge and Lebanon, but I'm going to need to Rockbridge and Lebanon, I think. But I'll check the bracket here and before we're done and let you know if we can tell who's won that game. They're usually pretty good about updating brackets on the Misha website. It was 17-9 Kickapoo at the end of the first quarter. Republic fought back to take a 26-24 lead after the second quarter. Third quarter was really where they turned it around completely, although I guess from 8 points down after the first, it was pretty much the rest of the way, but they stretched that lead to 9 at the end of 3. It was 39-30, and then they win it by the final score 55-46. So each team scored 16 points in the fourth quarter as Republic advances with a 55-46 win. Holly Bartlesmeyer unofficially had 20, 12 points for Clara Frontebarger, 6 for Jazzy Kirby, 4 for Annabelle, 2 for Shaylin Barrett. And Dustin Baldwin, what was the difference in that first quarter and the other 3 where Republic really turned it on?
Well, I thought defensively we did a lot better job of not letting them get shots in the lane after the first quarter. They had a lot of them early, and after that, there weren't a lot. Fewer offensive rebounds by Kickapoo. We blocked out better after the first quarter. And then, I think offensively we were able to get the ball in the paint and get layups or kick it out for threes, and we made a lot of threes the second half. I don't know how many, but I thought we made several. And So, Jazzy Kirby only had 6 points, but there were obviously 2 big ones at the right time. And Hallie hit some other big ones and some free throws down the stretch. And Clara was solid. And like I mentioned all night, she just did a lot of things to help the team win. And there were a lot of other efforts. I mean, goodness. So it's a contribution from a lot of people.
And we've got a final from the other side of the bracket. Rockbridge beat Lebanon 54-46. Rockbridge, not the Rockbridge teams, not like the Rockbridge teams that we've seen. Republic's run into some buzzsaws when they first moved up to Class 5, and Rockbridge was on that amazing run. Rockbridge now 18-9, so
sure.
But still a good team. They beat Lebanon tonight 54-46.
No Sophie Cunningham's running around, is that what you're saying?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah,
so,
that's a good thing.
So Rockbridge will play Republic at Bolivar. That's where they played last time, I believe, and that game will be at 2:45 on Saturday. And again, it'll be a trip to the Final Four on the line for the Lady Tigers and the Lady Bruins. Dustin Baldwin, thanks for joining me on the broadcast. It's been fun having you along.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It was fun. It was fun.
And Lady Tigers get a victory. I'll go down courtside and get some post-game comments, have a post-game show. Check out Facebook for that. And more, but it's a night of celebration for the Lady Tigers. Didn't go so well for the Tigers in the first one. They lost to Kickapoo 45-39, but the Lady Tigers win the nightcap. Once again, the final. Lady Tigers 55, Kickapoo 46. On to the quarterfinals for Republic. And that's going to do it from the O'Reilly Family Event Center. Thanks for watching Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball on Republic Tiger Sports.